Why, hello. It's spookin' time. Spooks and or hard decisions. Some combination therein. See, that's a spooky banjo? It's true. Alright. Oh, I'm excited for this one. Oh, my light's still on. We need to be spookier. Hold on. That's why. Why, camera? Hey. Come on back. I don't know why that's what it chooses to do every time. Camera is scared. Camera doesn't want to see what happens tonight. Hold on a second. Let's get some spookier lights. What do I got? Oh god. The Gofi app updated, so who knows what's about to happen. Yeah, I know. Thanks. Just let me into the thing I'm already doing. Let's see. Effects lab. No. Scene. That's the Halloween scene. That's like candlelight. This one's called Ghost. Okay, come on now. That's... How is that Ghost? How is that Ghost? Ooh, what about fire? What does fire look like? Nope, that's obnoxious too. Wow, okay. Just looking. Ooh, what's mysterious? Nope, that's awful too. Wow, a lot of these are very bad. Let's stick with candlelight. How about that? Alright. Hello. Welcome. Good evening. Now that I'm done fucking around. Alright. It is Scarlet Hollow, episode 4. Where, from what I understand, decisions have consequences. Or more accurately, my previous decisions have consequences. And I guess all the decisions are consequential. I'm gonna switch that to Halloween because it's brighter. Yes, us sowing hell year. Yeah. Us reaping. Exactly. What? How could this be? So tonight we're gonna be doing my Streetwise. Oh god, what were her perks? Streetwise and oh god. What was it? Hold on, let's get load. Will it say? I don't remember. It was Streetwise and something. I had like Street Smarts and another thing that was like Perceptive or something like that. Or Quick-Witted, something like that. Anywhoots. In this particular run, consequential things to note. Gretchen didn't make it. We did give the ghost life force, so we're older now. We're like 10 years older or something like that. Is there anything else like truly spookums at this point? I think those are the two like big things that have happened so far. Oh no, all the kids made out of the mine in this one. Nobody lost a leg in this one. I think that's it. I think that's all the things. Anyways, I also don't remember half the voices because it's been, I don't know, however many, 8 months since, 7 months since we last played. So we're going to be rediscovering those as we go. Okay. Continue. Oh, interesting. The The decision you made in episode 3 bears heavy physical consequences, and a visual reminder of those consequences will follow you for the rest of the game. You can reduce the intensity of this visual reminder or remove it entirely at any point in preferences. Okay. Sure. What do I usually do for this one? Top right? It'll be top right for now. I guess we'll see how intense the visual reminder is. Would you like to see a recap before starting episode 4? Oh, yes, please. I don't think we need the full You know what? Yeah, screw it. I'll chop this part out of the upload.
2 hours later.
Time to wake up. You open your eyes. It's a new day. Oh, so it's this kind of halo effect. Okay, can I turn that down? I'm gonna reduce it. Yeah, that's better. I'm okay with that. You open your eyes. It's a new day. And you feel like shit. You were hoping some of your strength would return to you after a good night's sleep, but you feel just as drained as when you dug yourself out of that shallow grave. Your limbs are heavy, and your heart struggles to keep up with your movements. You feel like you've lost something that was important to you. I'm gonna go with, I hope it was worth it. Maybe it was worth it. Who knows what would have happened had you left it behind to fester? Then again, who knows what'll happen to you now that you've lost part of yourself? An involuntary shudder runs through your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, just wanted to check in. Hope you're doing okay. Also wanted to ask if you've heard from Stella? You check your messages, and there's nothing from Stella. I'm a caller. You dial, Stella. Hey, what's up? Just kidding, I'm not able to come to the phone right now. Yeah. Leave a message. Okay. The mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time. Okay, I'll try texting her. I text pictures. You send a photo of a shaking frog biting its nails. I have problems with emotions. You wait for a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. Oh, that's interesting. Did she disappear like this? She left me on unread. I know. That's woof. Kinda, with everything going on, I don't feel comfortable letting her run off on her own. We should look for her, right? Come to town, we should stick together. Well, looks like you have your morning plans in order. Check the closet. You make your way to the closet. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. Oh yeah, it did. It did move. But your long-dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. And judging by the residue that was left behind, you're pretty sure you know the culprit. That means he was in your room. But was he there while you were out of the previous day, or did he enter while you slept, unawares, just a few feet away? Something to mull over. Alright, take shower. In this run, we bathe our sins. Bathe ourselves of our sins every morning. Gross shower. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The hot water soothes your aching joints. Despite the state of the bathroom, this shower is a good place. As it rinses your body clean, you... I'm thinking about that clinic. This playthrough, I'm a nosy bitch. I know that. My street smarts, my keen eye. Keen eye, by the way, was the other thing. I'm playing this person as a nosy person. You think about the door in the clinic. You're still drawn to it even now. You'll be going back there today. You're sure of it. Okay. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. And down we go. It's time to face your cousin. Hey, buddy. There's flowers. A bunch of flowers. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking. This week of all weeks. As if I didn't have enough on my plate already. There's an almost cool confidence in the way your cousin talks about the strike. They're in disarray. Hmm. Those two sentences are almost at odds. Like, there's an almost cool confidence in the way your cousin talks about the strike, and yet they're in disarray. So that means they're putting off confidence, but they're spooked. You seem tense about this. Oh, the miners are in disarray. Oh, okay, see, that's... okay. I mean, wouldn't you be? This isn't just my livelihood. The mines are the lifeblood of the town. Where do you think people get money to spend at the general store? I like how this, just give them what they want, it's the right thing to do, or it's inevitable. This is so many options. Do you even know what they want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. I don't want to infiltrate. I don't want to infiltrate the strike. This character is also distinctly, like, I'm no narc. We've very much established that the street smart keen eye one is no narc. I'm not going to go infiltrating the strike. Hell no. The ditchings are here. That's dumb. Pro-unit, no. Seen this coming. Give it the one. I'm tempted to say that one. I know how it'll end. I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah. It's a bit laissez-faire. So you think the miners in disarray, okay. Like, stress isn't actually what they're upset about. Yeah, that's true. She could be tense, and I'm just misreading where the tenseness is sitting. Ghosts are real. I'm old now. Who cares if there's a strike? Someone around here has to care, and someone needs to be responsible. It's just what has to be done. I'm not gonna poke that bear. So what happened last night? You know what? I'm gonna go with that. I didn't think making a deal with the ghost would feel so physically bad. I thought it was like making a metaphorical trade. What are you trying to accomplish here? If you really lost years of your life to a ghost, you have no one to blame but yourself for making a bad deal. Who just goes around and makes a deal with an angry ghost? Why would anyone do something like that? I mean, yeah, it's fair. So ghosts are real. Still sticking to the ghost story, huh? I really don't have time to indulge your little bit. Oh my god. She's not wrong. No, but to quote that movie everyone loves, you're not wrong, you're just an asshole. heard from Stella? No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. She tends to just disappear every now and then. She's tough. She'll be able to take care of herself. I will poke this bear, though. Why don't you just sell and get out? Tabitha bristles. You really are Vivian's kid, aren't you? Trying to bow just when things get difficult? Says the person with the sunken cost fallacy just written all over her face. I'm not giving up like that. This is the Scarlet Mine. I'm not going to cash out on our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life one way or another. Alright, fine. Peace. Yeah. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe. No more hijinks. No more hijinks? But let me know if you get into trouble, okay? Aw. I'm sorry, but there's a 100% chance of hijinks. In fact, if it was statistically possible, I would say more than 100%. Hijinks are beyond a guarantee. Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Alright, food! If Stella's MIA, who knows when you get the chance to eat, and who knows just how much your new affliction will affect your appetite. You make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. And that's that. No interacting with Kitty. It's time to head to town. I have to blow my nose. I knocked over a can. But the can was empty, and now everything was fine. You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. I'm going to be hella winded getting to town, aren't I? The birds sound different today. Muffled, like your ears are full of cotton. The dull sun shines down on the surrounding wilderness, seeming to wash the color from the world. But you're adjusting. Already your body is starting to accept the change that's come over it, to accept that this is how things will be from here on out. Glimpses of pale figures dot your periphery. You haven't seen ditchlings in the middle of the day before. They're getting bolder. To your surprise, you find a familiar face making its way up the path towards you. Hey, I was just coming up to see you. Hoping you were able to get some sleep after everything happened last night. They don't say anything about your appearance, but you can see them take you in, the light of day revealing your new features clearly for the first time. You, doing okay? I'm old now. My bones hurt. It's not all bad. The gradient streak is pretty cool. And you'll probably be able to get seniors discounts in not too long. There are upsides to everything. Even having part of your life sucked out of you by a ghost. I'm not flirting with you. How many years do we lose? I don't know. I believe we're around 30. And I think we're probably appearing like 50 now or something like that. I thought it was like 10 years, but it might be more because it was an undisclosed amount. I feel like if we looked like old, like 70 plus, people would be more taken aback. Like, even Tabitha would be like, Jesus Christ, look at you, kind of thing. So I feel like we're definitely older, but still functional. So if we were about 30 and we're waking up and our bones are sore, I mean, that could put us anywhere between 40 and 50. What do you go with? You don't have to put up a front. Last night was a lot. I get it. I appreciate the concern, but I'm alright. You're talking to an expert at vibing. I know most folks would probably be freaking out or having some kind of existential crisis, but that's not how I deal with the heavy stuff. Surprisingly enough, Avery is mostly telling the truth. They're fine. I mean, I'm not 100% chill today, I'll admit it. I feel kind of bruised, both physically and spiritually, if that makes sense. Yeah, Avery, I think it makes sense to us. But that's just part of life, right? Nobody makes it to the end completely unscathed. And I'm glad my new emotional baggage comes from a ghost instead of some boring normal trauma. The supernatural angle takes the edge off a bit. Can I just say, just completely devoid of the conversation I'm having right now, can I just draw our attention to how the hatching or the cross hatching is done on the leaves, and how just by changing the orientation of them has actually added a really cool texture to the tree to evoke like leaves without drawing leaves. It's so cool. I love it. The art is generally pretty good. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Abby Howard is a phenomenal artist and storyteller, so I shouldn't be shocked. But it's still cool to see just like such a simple technique be so effective at what it's doing, you know? Anyways, there's ditchlings everywhere now, even though it's daytime. Avery turns to survey the tree line. Yeah, I noticed a few on my way up. They're kind of funny. Now that I'm getting a good look at them, with their scrunched up little Sharpay faces. So, should I be worried about these things? I know they're bad omen or something, but like, are they dangerous? Not gonna eat me if I take a wrong turn, right? I'm gonna go with that. No, but you might get some eggs laid in your skin. Oh, is that all they do? That doesn't sound too bad. I think I could survive a parasitic larva too. Well, just glad being eaten alive isn't on the table. What? You don't agree? That's fine. To each their own. But I'm kind of the person who wouldn't mind giving a couple weird little creatures a warm home. And if they didn't kill me. Okay. So, how you doing today? Yeah, I'm great. With something like possession, I kind of feel like there's more upsides than downsides. There aren't a lot of people out here who can say that they've been through something like that. It's a pretty cool badge of honor as far as I'm concerned. Is that like reverse vor? I don't know. There's probably a name for wanting to be a parasitic host. Have you heard from Stella? I haven't heard from her. Though we don't text much, and I haven't checked with Winnie to see if she came in for an early breakfast or anything. Invertivore? That's good. But if you hadn't heard from her, that doesn't sound great. Seeing her like that last night was awful. She's usually so unflappable. Seems like those walls are finally starting to crack. I hope she's okay. You want to come along? We're gonna go look for her. Absolutely. I told Winnie I'd be coming late today, so I've got time. I don't know how much time, though. From what I saw this morning, there's already a few miners already holed up there. Must be using it as home base for the strike. Okay. Let's mosey. You and Avery start down the path. You and Avery start back down the path to town. It isn't long until you once again find yourself on the main street of Scarlet Hollow. Corey, you made it. And you picked up an Avery along the way. Hope you're both doing okay, like, emotionally. Yeah, I'm not bad. That's good. I feel like I got crushed by a steamroller or something. Joints all out of whack. Totally exhausted and super foggy. Mom has been insisting I caught a cold, and I wasn't buying it. But as of this morning, I've come around. It's definitely something beyond exhaustion, even considering this ridiculously stressful week we've all had. But I'm not going to let that stop me from looking for Stella. That's a hell of a lot of speak. Oof. You still think there's a rational explanation for this? Rational? Sure. Rooted in the reality that until a few days ago I thought it was devoid of all magic and supernatural shit? No. Ghosts are real. They can suck you into illusory dimensions and puppet your body like a fleshy marionette. Well, that's a sentence. Next thing you know, we'll find out there's a secret society of warlocks running the country, or that angels are real. You gotta admit, it's kind of thrilling, right? Anything could be possible. Who knows what the new day holds for all of us? It'd be a little more thrilling if it weren't terrifying. All the magical stuff we found so far just wants to hurt us. We need a magical being that's on our side. Where are the magical girls when you need them? Speaking of magic, I'm supposed to see your mom at some point today. Maybe she'll finally shed some light on things. Yeah, I'm not sure what she's planning to tell you today that she couldn't have told us all last night. Maybe she's gonna read your fortune. After last night, I wouldn't doubt that she actually could. Your mom's always had a bit of that Glinda vibe going for her. Yeah, maybe. I should stop making fun of her whole New Age mystic thing. Lots happened in the past couple of days. I need to take a page out of Stella's book and just block this shit out. I need to be focused. Can't keep having all these existential crises. There'll be plenty of time for tea after we found Stella. Anyone manning the store? Screw the general store. Mom can deal. Whoa, did I miss something? You good, Kanika? Just some family trauma. I'm sure I was going to take a sick day anyway. I don't want to infect the entire town with whatever this cold is. Instead, I'll just infect both of you and whoever else we come across while looking for Stella. Okay, sure, let's fire off the keen eye. All that stuff about psychoanalyzing Stella. That whole speech. You're absolutely right. And as her friends, we can't let her be alone at a time like this. I've made that mistake before. Plus, she can get mobbed by those weird little creatures, or worse. Exactly. There's no time for anyone to be off on their own. Who knows what kind of weird stuff's out there? After the past couple nights, I wouldn't be surprised if there were actual Bigfoots in the woods just waiting to eat any human who wanders too far from civilization. Do Bigfoots thirst for human flesh? Is that some kind of common knowledge I wasn't keyed on? I wouldn't be surprised, is all I'm saying. Okay, let's get started. I don't want to waste another minute. Where to first? Start with Stella's house. Good place to start. Maybe she just slept in. That's what I'm hoping. Well, we've gone already, but I was kind of nervous about doing anything by myself today, just in case I ran into yet another horror from beyond the veil or whatever. That's not unreasonable. That's not unreasonable. You make your way towards Stella's house. Kanika knocks anxiously on the door. It creaks open. The house is quiet. Ooh.
I'm sure it'll be Fiend, Kanika.
It will be Fiend indeed. Hello, Amiga Rems. Thank you for the 100 bits. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy your time here. I have a feeling you already have played this game or are aware of what's going on. So, just on the off chance you have played the game, please no spoilers. Obviously, I know there's lots of different kind of sort of branches throughout this game, but even still, I've come into this like completely blind. I have avoided seeing anything about this game because I just want to bask in it. So I do have a second playthrough that I do after, so a bit more context. This is a keen-eyed, street smart playthrough, which is like my first blind playthrough of the stuff. And then I do a second run with a animal talking mystic, which I can approach it a little bit differently because we know the story beat or some of the story beats. So, but yeah, I'm sure it will be fine so far as applied to literally every scene. Anyways, the house is quiet. The world outside muffled as you take a cautious step over the threshold into the muted air of the living room. You have a feeling Stella won't be emerging from the shadows to sleepily greet you. But this doesn't look like a break-in. It looks like somebody left the door open. Stella, or someone else, was in a hurry when they left. Stella's dead. She died and it's all my fault. Okay. Stella? There is no response. Oh, might as well invite ourselves in, right? Yup. Also, just for a bit more flavor, Miko, we are ACAB people in this run. We aren't narcs. We don't go to the cops. Or at the very least, don't trust them, etc., etc., etc. My second run through, I'm playing a bit more middle of the road. And my third run through, when I finally do it, which is going to be the hot... Yeah, no scabs. Yeah, it's like, none of that. No. The third run through that I eventually do, who's like the hot, stupid one, will probably be all four just following authority. Because they're big and dumb. Anyways, we should go in. Cool. I'll be brave and go first. Avery casually steps over the threshold into Stella's house. The living room is almost exactly as you saw it the other day. Aside from a corner of the room dedicated to Gretchen, Stella's house almost feels like a museum. Everything's organized with the sort of tidiness you wouldn't expect from someone as rough and tumble as Stella, and only a handful of objects feel like they belong to her. Yeah, you can literally see cobwebs on boots, so... Whatever happened to Stella, it doesn't look like it happened here. Doesn't look like there was a struggle or anything, unless it happened in another room, or maybe someone or something caught her off guard. You didn't have to add the last part. I'm gonna forget that you said that, and just be thankful that this doesn't look like a crime scene. Nope. Investigate. Let's take a look at the kitchen. Stella's kitchen is slightly messy. A couple cabinets are hanging open, and a loaf of bread sits on the counter by a used butter knife. The crust of the bread has gone somewhat stale, about as much as you'd expect after being left out overnight. Whoever left it here left many hours ago. How would you eyeball that? How would you eyeball that? Listen, I know bread. This bread's been sitting out for anywhere between 7 and 7.5 hours. Doesn't look like anything bad happened. Right. It's a little messy, but it doesn't look like anything violent happened here. It's possible she came home, grabbed some food, and then left. Did she have somewhere she needed to be? She didn't say she had something to rush off to. Maybe she just had a panic attack after being possessed. But that was over 12 hours ago. I'd hope she would be home by now if that was the case. Your name is Bruce Scarlet Wayne? Yes. Corey Bruce Scarlet Wayne Scarlet. Is Stella the sort of person to stop back home to make a snack in the middle of a mental health crisis? Yeah. And it's comforting to think that that might be all that happened. A panic attack is much more manageable than rotting ghouls or parasitic doughboys. It's fair. Alright, check her room. Good lord. Oh boy. You make your way down the hall to what you assume to be Stella's room. She's not here. Though it's a little untidy. A little untidy. We have different expectations for what a little untidy means. It's the usual sort of untidiness that accumulates when someone doesn't often have guests in their bedroom. There aren't any signs of violence. Twin bed? You do notice, though, that her jacket is nowhere in sight. It isn't in her closet, and it wasn't on the coat rack in the other room. Yeah, I assume that a lot of this is probably stuff from her childhood. You're right, amigo. Your room is also untidy in a manner similar to this. Yeah, I guess that's true. Like, if you don't have guests in your room specifically often, then yeah, I guess whatever's comfortable, right? Okay. Oh, her jacket's gone. The Letterman one. It wasn't on the rack in the other room. It's not here, and she didn't have it yesterday. if you don't have a significant other training your inner goblin. Oh, well, that makes a presumption that the other person is not the goblin. You can both be goblins. She has a chest of drawers in there. Oh, yeah. I mean, other than using a chest of drawers to do it, I've seen stuff like this before where you have, like, drawers inside, because this is, like, a great way to organize your socks and your underwear and, like, whatever mentionables or otherwise you want, right? I dig it. Okay, I'm sold. Between this and the kitchen, she must have come home last night. And she seems like she's the one who decided to leave. No struggle or anything. Okay. Check the computer. I'm not sure we should be snooping on her computer. Isn't that invasion of privacy? Yes. We already broke into her house, right? For all we know, there could be some sort of clue on there, like a note detailing exactly where she is. That's right, Avery. Give me that validation for breaking someone's trust and privacy. We didn't break into her house. The door was left wide open. Here's a fun little fact. According to the law, even if a door is left open, if you go into somebody's house uninvited, it is technically a B&E, even if there is no B. Maybe the computer was left open too. Exactly. There isn't a password. Maybe we're supposed to take a peek. Maybe we'll find the first note in an elaborate scavenger hunt she set up overnight. Uh-huh. Kanika's not going to take part. That's fair. I'll just be over here, standing in the corner of the room, not looking over your shoulder. Let me know if you find anything. Alright. Cool S. Cool S. Okay. Stella's desktop is horrifically cluttered. There are simply too many files and folders to fit on her monitor, and they overlap each other in a chaotic, multi-layer display. I'm in hell. Nice try, Mr. FBI. Oh, that's so good. I love it. I love all the little details that Abby puts into the art. Oh, how do you find anything on here? You don't. Come on, let's go. Street smarts! Look for something interesting. You scan through the folders and file names on Stella's desktop, looking for something, anything, that seems like it might be interesting. What's up, T3? One folder catches your eye. Boring. There's a react button. What? It just has a cooldown? What? Just add react to the stream. Oh no, don't do that. It's going to make the build time so much longer. Boring tax stuff. This is going to be porn. It's got to be porn. It's next to the follow button. Oh. Huh. I don't know what that is. You're no fool. You've seen this folder before. You have this folder on your own computer. Boring tax stuff never contains boring tax stuff. For that matter, it never contains anything related to taxes, and its contents are never boring. No, I'm a nosy little bitch. You open the folder. You're surprised to find it contains a carefully mapped out diagram of the Scarlet Hollow mines, including holes in fences and areas with low visibility. There's also a handful of old photos of Stella and Tabitha together as teenagers. Tabitha wears an uncharacteristic grin, an authentic, joyful smile, and Stella's eyes are somehow brighter, less tired. Your folder is called Stuff? Just the one? Oh, typo killed you today in Duskers. Sometimes it do be like that. Live by the console, die by the console. Both of them seem to be living in a happier time. Okay, I take it back. This is way too personal. I'll just join Kanika in the corner while you wrap things up. Alright. Yeah, Tabby has grown on me, especially in my Mystic Animal Animal Speak one. Shot yourself. Shouldn't do that. Typically, not a great way to continue surviving. DF stands for Dwarf Fortress, who's losing. Okay, check the tabs. It would take you all day to count the number of open tabs in Stella's browser. Oh no. So numerous are her tabs that you can't see a single icon. A sea of rounded, featureless triangles from the Windows edge to the Windows edge. Oh no. Her most recently opened tab is a post on Uncle Carl's Bigfoot Farm, a forum for cryptozoology enthusiasts. The post in question is titled, "Something Big is Happening in Scarlet Hollow." Hidden Appalachia. Hey, everyone was out chasing a skunk ape last night and the other day, and I found these weird little guys. My friend's mom says there's something called ditchlings, but I never heard of them before. Anyone have any good leads? This might actually be Stella, but I have no idea. Bride of Bigfoot. Camera isn't shaking enough. This is totally staged. Moth Stan. Clean footage in some sort of cryptid nobody has heard of except for your friend's mom. The only thing I'm seeing when I Google ditchlings is some city in England. Thought you were legit. How much petting is too much petting? If they ask you to lay off the petting. Guys, since when did high quality footage count as anything other than actual evidence? These things are terrifying. Gary 2125479. Since every low budget horror movie started doing guerrilla marketing, I smell an ARG. Okay, this is actually Stella. I'm serious. I've got a ton of extra footage. Look at the nest. I've been doing something. They've been doing something to the animals in town. They're apparently some sort of bad omen, like Mothman. Okay, I'm listening now. I love me a Mothman. I've already messed up their voice. I don't even care. I believe you. Ugh. Licking or falling right into her lap. I don't trust YouTubers. They're entertainers, not scientists. The thread continues into the next day. Hey. Okay, so 1, this isn't ARG. I would never. And 2, you're never going to believe this, but we went into abandoned mine last night to investigate things. I'm pretty sure we found some of the Tommy knockers. Listen to the knocking we managed to catch on tape. There's a link to an audio file titled Tommy Knockers Real.wav. Hey, Gary. Hi, my name is first name bunch of numbers, and I have some incredibly shitty opinions.jpng. I'm gonna be honest, D3. I'm not even gonna touch that topic, especially not here. I'll leave it with it's probably complicated. Just because you put the real in the file name doesn't mean they're real. 2 supernatural events on back-to-back nights. That's so fake. I can't believe I bought into that River Runner hype. You're so full of it. I do like Moth Stand. YouTubers are always going to sell out to big indie horror. This is Kidnapped by Aliens all over again. Also, lol, dully white things now loud popping noises. This is definitely an ARG. Did you sell it to Pillsbury? Yeah, big indie. Yeah, big indie horror. Tommy Knockers read _final 2 .wav. You can probably go further. No, it needs to be Tommy Knockers 2 read _final draft 1 final 2 final. Stop cyberbullying here. I'm going to call the mods. Locking this thread and giving everyone a 7-day ban. No cyberbullying and no self-promo. Okay. So check the search history. Oh yeah, with the bracket too. Very important, yeah. You check Stella's search history. She hasn't visited any websites since Tuesday night. If she came home after last night's incident, she didn't touch her browser. Aside from the expected searches for Tommy Knockers and Ditchlings, it looks like she's been playing a lot of Sarah McLachlan. That's it. Okay. Thank God. Alright, where to next? I'm not going to say this because this is so creepy. Sure looks like a room. Any thoughts? Yeah, Miko, in this run. So actually, we retconned it. So when I first played, I saved Gretchen with this run. And then I played the Animal Talker Mystic and didn't save Gretchen. And then I kind of talked about it right at the end of that first stream and was like, this doesn't make any sense. So I literally rewatched my own videos. Oh, sorry. You know what? I'll wait. I'll just continue through this. I'll come back to that. Any thoughts? Yeah, I have. Yeah, Admirals, sorry. I think you're about something up. There's definitely a room. Yeah, nothing much to comment on. So what the room's been like pretty much the entire time I've known her. The only thing that's changed is the computer getting a lot fancier. Money? Yeah, I wish. Well, problem solved, I guess. Thank you, T3, for giving Miko a gift sub. That's very kind of you.
They have given 254 gift subs in the channel.
And to also to T3.
PKMNFRK gifted
okay, so I guess, Miko, if you're back, can you let me know?
Subs in the channel.
Let me know you're back. Oh, sorry, hold on. What? You're back, okay. So, basically in the first run, my first ever playthrough, I saved the dog. And then when I played with the Animal Mystic, I didn't save the dog. And then that didn't make any sense, like, thematically. So, off-stream, I actually went and replayed both saves, making all the same decisions except for that one, where I then switched it. And then just carried on as it was. So I did actually rejig it. So in this run, no Gretchen. In the other run, yes, Gretchen. Anyways, I could use you a few more houseplants. I'll put together some trimmings after we found her. She still do those corkboard string things? She loves putting the strings on there. I don't think they actually mean anything, but they're more for decoration anyways. My first time through, I saved the dog because I didn't realize I had to worry about a man with 70 years of hunting experience to have a sheet triggered. Yes, that is actually... That was more or less my decision making too. Was, the man knows how to handle a gun. It'll be fine. He said, not forgetting that this is a horror game. Alright. Let's mosey. Why are Twitch replies so jank? I don't know. Just got an achievement there. Still life. Okay, she probably came home last night, but she's not here now, and we don't have any idea where she might have gone. I thought you were overreacting this morning. I hope she would just be sleeping in. I can't believe she's actually missing. Yeah, we'll find her. So where to next? Where would she have gone? If I had the hint that Mystic gave, I probably would have chosen differently. You were playing as Hot. What's TTA again? I don't remember all the skill sets right now. Talk to animals. Ah, okay. Yeah. Fair enough. God, where do I go next? I don't want to miss out on tea with Grandmama. I guess it's just Mama, but... I'm not going to the cops. I don't know if I want to go to Oscar right now. He's probably dealing with some stuff. Let's go to the church. We haven't been to the church yet. Why? I see what you're thinking. Sylla's confronted with evidence of the afterlife, so she might try getting into all that religious stuff. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't mind stocking up some holy water while we're there. Seems like a good idea to cover our bases. I don't think Baptists do holy water, but I'm sure Pastor Daniel would pretend to bless some water if it meant keeping us around a little longer. Yeah, we'll go. I'm not actually going to lean hard into this one, but I do just want to poke around just in case. You know, I've lived here for a few years now, and I've never actually been to the church. It's probably for a good reason. Where's the weirdo? My, 4 visitors at once on a Thursday? This is unprecedented. But there's only 3 of us? Oh no, were we followed by a ditchling? Ah, Zane! Yes! Sup, old people? Oh, it's just Zane. What are you doing here? All the glimpses of death I've had in the past 2 days have forced me to, in the midst of an existential crisis, my dudes. I want to see the faith held to the answers for me. Alas, I have not yet found the solace I seek. Give it time, Zane. It sometimes takes a while for the Lord to work his way into your heart. When he does, you won't regret letting him in.
Be sure to look over those pamphlets I gave you, and of course, I'm always here if you need to talk.
It's good to get your existential crises out of the way earlier. Oh, poor Zane. He doesn't know that you just get more existential crises. It's just crises all the way down. Existential and otherwise. Sure thing, Pastor Dave. Peace. Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Zane. We're looking for Stella. She wandered off last night and no one's seen her since. We're starting to get pretty worried. Hopefully, maybe you or Janie had seen her.
Well, I can't speak for Janie, but I'm afraid I've seen neither hide nor hair of Stella. If you'd like to talk to my wife, she's just over by the alpacas. Though, Cora, I was hoping you might be able to talk in private.
Sorry? What do you have to say to him that you can't say in front of us? Last time I let the Lord in. Zane has a Shaggy Rogers voice in my head. Yeah, I just kind of went for meek and vaguely off-putting.
Please, if you wouldn't mind, this is a personal matter.
It's alright, we can get the juicy details later.
I'd rather you folks not pry on this. I know how rumors get started.
Nah, it's fine. I'll talk to him and then I'll just tell them about it after. I don't give a shit. Information's power. Well, I guess I'll leave you to it while we check out Janie. Good, yes, you do that. We're right over here by the fence that's conveniently in your line of sight, okay? Like zoinks, Pastor Daniel. See you in a minute. Your friends head off towards Janie and the alpacas, leaving you alone with the nervous pastor.
I'm so glad you decided to come up and visit me. So many young people these days seem to think they can solve all their problems on their own. Meanwhile, God is right there ready to help them, if only they'd let him into their hearts.
The pastor's eyes dark back towards the alpacas.
Okay, good, they're gone. You're new in town. What kind of impression did I make on you? Am I creepy?
Oh boy. I do like this one. This is probably the most true. You haven't really done anything wrong, but you have zero chill. The UI is bad? No, the font is just big. I could probably adjust it. There's probably somewhere, but it's not great, but also this is literally just a choose your own adventure thing. I've seen this tool used in other games. Oh, it's under accessibility? Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Yeah, there you go. So I can adjust all kinds of stuff. So. Yeah, that's RenPy? Yeah. Like, I've played a bunch of games with this engine. It's actually a very good, like, conversational point and click, like, engine. I really like it. When I see games in this engine, I'm usually pretty stoked. I haven't been let down yet. Also, hi, Maxwell Silver, if you have to ask if you're creepy. Yeah. I mean, maybe it's just a matter of, like, he knows people think he's creepy, but he doesn't get why. Okay, I'm actually going to open with this one. Are you not going to comment on my appearance? You saw me yesterday. A ghost cursed me last night, and now I'm old. You can also bend RenPy into some pretty surprisingly complex visual stuff, too. I can believe it.
Oh, and here I thought you were putting on some sort of early Halloween costume.
Yes, Doki Doki is RenPy. Yeah. What else? I've played a couple games with this engine now. Whoops. That was my little heater. Oh, no. Come back out, little heater. I just want to turn you down. Nope, too far. There we go.
Is this about the spirit you mentioned in the library? I'm sorry I wasn't more open-minded. I'm sorry that you dropped I dropped your call. You've clearly been through quite the ordeal. Oh gosh, I hope I'm not being creepy again.
I don't think this is right. I don't think I've seen him doing this. I think it's more this one. You care too much about what people think of you. If you want people to like you, you have to not care about whether they like you. That's a hard truth you're slinging at me. It wasn't always like this, you know. Believe it or not, before I moved to Scarlet Hollow, I used to be pretty popular. I was one of the cool kids over at Harvard Divinity School. Fuck. Hello? He's interrupted by the sounds of a snapping twig and a high-pitched giggle, partially muffled by the underbrush of the edge of the property. Tulip, come on out here. You know you're not supposed to play in the woods. Tulip glances back into the woods, quiet, as she hesitates. And Tulip, are you going to be good, or are we going to have to skip story time tonight? I'll be good. You don't have to skip story time. I won't go into the woods, I promise. She lied. I know you won't, Tulip, because you know it's too dangerous for little girls in there. Why don't you go help Mom with the alpacas? It's just a little, about time they got fed and you can give them hay. Tulip smiles broadly, seemingly excited by the prospect, and hurries off. I believe it. He's exactly the kind of guy that'd be a big man in seminary. Yeah. 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 Well, sorry. I have to have a firm parenting moment just then. She's been trying to run off into the woods a lot lately, and it's really dangerous, even for adults. There's a massive trash dump not too far past these trees, but it's been at least 50 years old. It's all grown over and looks like part of the landscape. And here, fun little sidebar. I follow someone on Instagram whose name I completely forget at the moment. Give me a second here. And I want to give them a little shout out because this is topical. Fix the Faucet. They bought a house in like a area kind of like this, and she's slowly been digging through the forest where people have been dumping trash, and she has like what she calls Trash Tuesdays, where she like goes to an area, digs it up, pulls out all the cool stuff, and she does like art lays and stuff of everything she finds. It's really cool. She also does a whole bunch of home improvement stuff too. Fantastic. Anyways, back to this. But if you accidentally walk on, you might find yourself falling into a hip-deep mound of rusty cans and broken glass. And Tulip made up some imaginary friends and keeps telling us that they want her to go out there. Like the word of some fictional creature she made up going on to convince us it's a good idea for her to play in something's old garbage. But she's 7, of course, she would get some funny little idea like that. I'd love to get the community to rally around a big cleanup. It's about time somebody got rid of all that junk. Tetanus Lake. Yeah, we know about it. Tetanus Lake? Oh, that's an accurate name. I wonder if Tulip would stay away if I started calling it that, or if it would only make it sound more alluring. What was that about imaginary friends? Oh, she's just been talking about these friends of hers lately. Little stories about creatures that live in the church. Sorry, what? Oh, shit! Ah! Crap. Can someone tell me when he showed up? Has he been here the whole time? Ah! God damn it. I'm sure she saw some animal in there and tried to decide it was a friend. Wayne is eternal? Well, yes, but how long has Wayne been eternally standing there? It's nothing to be overly concerned about except the trash heap situation. Now I can't help but staring at that. This man is lying to you. In fact, he's been lying since the moment he mentioned these imaginary friends. Whatever his daughter's been talking to is real, and he knows it. Street smarts! Sounds to me like you know exactly what she's been talking to. Daniel's eyes go wide, just for a second. I don't. He does. He obviously does. He hunches his shoulders and his voice suddenly quiet. There are rats in the church. There, I said it. It's embarrassing, but she saw one at some point and she can hear them scurrying around the walls, and she decided that they're her little friends. Please, keep this between us. Don't tell Janie. I don't want her knowing the church is in such rough shape. Now that's interesting because I understand from my other playthrough a little bit about Pastor Daniel and why that might actually freak him out. He might not be lying about rats. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Kanika and Avery walking back to the two of you. They must have finished talking to Janie. Like father, like daughter? That's my assumption, yeah. Jeannie said she hasn't seen Stella either, so we better get going. And thanks for suggesting we head up here, Cor. We got to feed alpacas, and they were so cute and soft. It was awesome. Or he might be in denial about the rats. It's true. And Jeannie says she would come by the diner with cookies for the miners, and a few extra for me, of course. Hope your talk with the pastor went well.
Yes, we had a great conversation. I appreciate you stopping by, even if it was under the best circumstances. I'll let you be on your way. And I hope Stella turns up soon. I'll put in some good prayers for the big man for her.
Okay. Kanika and Avery start back down the path in town, and you follow. So, what was that about? He seemed pretty insistent on talking to you alone.
Yeah, he didn't say anything weird, did he?
I'm just gonna go with this. I'm gonna skip the other stuff for now. I'm gonna give that man an ounce of his privacy. He doesn't strike me as creepy, he strikes me as desperate. And out of his element. Tulips apparently made some weird imaginary friends. I want to check that out later this week. Kids make up imaginary friends all the time. Pastor Daniel says there's been a rat infestation in the church and that the rats are her friends. I don't know. Seems weird. I should have known we'd have to deal with a spooky kid at some point. Okay, as much as I hate going back there, I guess that is a loose thread. Or a loose lead. If we don't have anything else to investigate once we found Stella. Kanika pauses. Once we've checked out the clinic, then maybe we can look around the church. Alright. Let's not get too distracted until we find Stella. So where to next? Okay, now... God, she's... Oh, man, I feel like she's in the mines. I don't think I get to do all of these, which is why I'm humming and hawing here. Because I still want to have the tea. Can I run out of tea time? That's the thing. I don't want to miss out on that, because I think that's going to be really cool then. I'm going to go with my gut for now. To the mines! We should go to the mines. Well, I guess there's a decent chance Stella went to find your cousin. Can't say I get it, but there's definitely something she would do. You don't see it? Oh, come on. The two of them are such a dynamic, you know? Classic dog and cat situation. You follow Kanika to her van. It isn't long before you find yourselves outside the Scarlet Mines. Which should be, yeah. Clearly they fucked. Disagree, Pokemon Freak. Clearly they both wanted to, but couldn't because of societal pressures. Remember, we are perhaps not in the most enlightened area of Middle America. I feel like repression's the word. There's a small gathering of workers outside the entrance to the mines, picket signs in hand. Better hours now, or none at all. I am unhappy with the treatment I am receiving as well, or as a worker in the Scarlet Mine. That's fair. You do it and then you feel ashamed. I don't know. It could go either way. Honestly, if thank you, T3. I don't know if that's actually all that common or if that's just a stereotype you're spouting, so maybe let's not. I would say I wouldn't be shocked either way. Either it's a did they didn't they kind of situation. I think either way that story plays out still works. Is this a strike? They're striking? There's a whole group of them talking about at the diner yesterday. Seems like the last straw for some folks. Oh, good for them. I kind of thought there'd be more of them, you know? I hope it's not weird to talk to them while they're in the middle of all this. Don't worry, I know these guys. Most of them are at the diner at least a couple days a week. They'll be chill. Will they be chill talking to Tabitha's cousin, though? Well, if it isn't the boss's cousin. Ooh. What? Why? Hail and well met, fellow countrymen. What goes on here? I'm just gonna cut straight to. You seen Stella? She's missing. The YouTuber? She's the one all the banned from property posters, right? We haven't seen her. We've been out here all day, so we know she'd come by. Ah, jeez. It's okay, just because she hasn't been today doesn't mean something bad happened to her. We'll make sure to keep an eye out. Cool. How's the strike going? We thought we'd have more support. If the collapse the other night wasn't a tipping point, then what is it actually going to take for people to wake up and fight for what they're owed? I know there's not a lot of us out here, but there's more of us at the diner, and there's more of us setting up a mutual aid. Once people see our follow through, they're going to join up. This is only the beginning. Okay. Anything you can think of, we'll take. We need all the support we can get right now. So what are the grievances? We'd like competitive pay, 8-hour shifts instead of 12 or more, improvements to the sick day and vacation policies. That all sounds reasonable. Full support. And a thorough safety inspection before any of us step foot underground again. Also fair. That collapse was way too close to the active mine for me to feel safe down there until I know for sure I won't end up buried under 2 tons of rock. We want to change things. There's no reason we should be treated like we're a disposable workforce. If we're the ones making her money, we should be making money too, not just scraping by. Yeah. That's a lot of grievances. Working here seems tough. Yep. Do you think Tabitha can even make those changes without the mines going under? I'm sure she can figure it out. I'm not saying she's a bad boss. People clearly aren't happy with her, but coal's getting used less and less, and I've seen that old Scarlet House. It's practically condemned. If she has money to spare, where is it going? I didn't really peg you as someone who go to bat for Tabitha. I'm not. I'm just trying to get a full picture. If the mine fails, I don't see how Winnie's Diner doesn't fail with it. Okay, that's the whole problem. A single family shouldn't be able to hold the entire town hostage. The workers need a say in the business. Yeah, okay. That seems rude. That seems very rude. I'm curious. Isn't this a bit of an escalation? Do you try talking to her first? What do you know about what we already tried? You ain't from around here. You sure as hell don't know what it's like working down those mines. We knew talking would get us nowhere. Most it would do was get people fired. That's what happened before. I agree with both of them. Yeah, no, they're right. This is the best way for us to send our message, by not making her any more money until she has to listen. Corey, you've all people should know how talking to Tabitha goes. It's true. She's a brick wall, an angry brick wall. Okay, I need to talk to her. Can I hustle through? So you say you want to cross the picket line? No, sorry, whatever accent. Well, I see a smart option. I picked the street smart option. What kind of harm could I possibly cause going in there? I have my cousin's phone number. I'm staying at her house, and last I checked, she knows you're all striking. Alright, fine. What's the harm? Go ahead. I don't care if they're okay with you going in. I'm not crossing the picket line. Besides, I don't think Tabitha would be too happy to see me. I'll just wait by the van while you go talk to her. Yeah, that's fair. See you on the other side. Yeah. You know what, that is all fair. The industrial noises of Scarlet Mine are only a little quieter than they were 2 days ago. The trailer that serves as Tabitha's office looms above you on the hill. Knock. You wait for a moment. No response. Enter. I was polite. I knocked. It's just really situation all the way around. It's true. I don't think Tabitha's being purposefully shitty, but at the same time, she is running a business and capitalism is a cancer. And the other half of it is everyone needs to work because it's the only thing supporting the town, because that's what happens in a coal town. They haven't diversified their anything, really. So, you open the door. The fuck is this guy? Oh, cool. All right. Hold on a second. Pearl Ann was definitely being shitty on purpose. Which one was Pearl Ann again? Last time I played this game, it was May. You're going to have to refresh my memory. Was that someone from the past? Was that like... Or that was her mom. That was Tabitha's mom, right? Yeah. Tabitha's mom. Yeah, Tabitha's mom seemed like a piece of crap. Anyways. Yeah, I think I could turn at least a few of the guys. You know, if you fired Davis. Oh my god, have you heard of knocking? What are you even doing up here?
I did knock, Tabitha, so fuck off.
Should I go? Yeah, and make sure no one sees you. No one else, at least. Rodriguez pauses before he leaves. Whoa. What happened to you? It's a Halloween costume. Huh, really? It could have fooled me. Halloween's not till Monday, and this is some high-quality makeup work. It's a Halloween costume. Don't make me repeat myself. I'm so tempted. Anyways, street smarts! Rodriguez the rat, I see. Hey, I got kids to take care of, eh? I can't miss this paycheck. And this is a right-to-work state. There's nothing wrong with me trying to keep food on the table. Don't say another word. Just leave. I'll handle this. The door clicks closed as Rodriguez leaves Tabitha's office. Whoa! Ma'am? The instant you're alone, Tabitha rounds on you. She grabs you by the collar, her face close to yours, eyes full of rage, her words a frustrated hiss. Listen to me, Corey. Really listen. This isn't some fun little game, okay? This is my life, and if you value yours, you'll keep quiet about what you just saw. Bitch, you threatening me? I don't care that we're family. I can make the rest of your stay here a living hell if you cross me. Well. Her grip loosens. As Tabitha turns away from you, your eyes are drawn to the gun hanging above Tabitha's desk. Oh no, Chekhov, he's here! Sorry to get scary for a second. I'm so close to having everything under control here. I can't risk you mucking it up like you've done with everything else this week. Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do? Shoot me? What the hell are you talking about? She follows your eyes up to the gun on the far wall. Oh, that. I'm not gonna shoot you. What did you come up here to talk about anyway? That wasn't said with a lot of conviction. Start crying. This character does not cry. I'll promise you this though, Miko. When I do my hot stupid one, if I get here and that option presents itself as the hot stupid one, I will burst into tears for you. I promise you. If we get to that prompt again, I will 100% pick that for you. Just decided you wanted to bother me on the worst possible day to be bothered. Still's missing. We've been looking all over town, but we don't have any leads. Why do these things keep happening to me? Fuck me, Tabitha. Please, can I just have one day where one thing happens? Hey, Tabitha, buddy?
You need to pull your your ass out, or your head out of your ass. Have the groans with anxiety.
I'm sure she'll turn up, but I'll see if I can get a hold of her.
Yeah, pull your ass. Sorry, I screwed up the saying. Pull your head out of your ass.
Don't think looking for a missing acquaintance gives you a pass to do anything dangerous. You're forbidden from doing risky things, even for what you think might be a good reason.
Uh-huh. Ooh, I don't want to lie. I'm already on fucking eggshells with her. Also, why is that a lie? Maybe I don't want more trouble. I can't judge what sounds risky. Yeah, plausible deniability. What is trouble, anyways? I'm not gonna say a fucking thing. You say nothing.
At least you're not lying.
Flashback to start of stream. All the hijinks. Smash cut grayscale. All the hijinks.
I can't wait to find out what ridiculous situation you wind up in today.
Alright. Let's talk about the strike for a second, bud.
Good for you. I don't. Now, if you have something else to talk about, spit it out. Otherwise, get out of my office.
Alright. Never mind then. Do other characters actually... I guess they do. I guess they other characters do actually have those traits under the hood, huh? That would actually make a lot of sense for characters. To in this world, I have those abilities, so why wouldn't other people? Man, I wonder... Okay, again, I haven't watched any streams or read anything about anything when it comes to... Camera? Hello? There we go. If Abby's talked about any of it, but I wouldn't be surprised if her notes more or less had characters' descriptions and the attributes that they come with as well. But yeah, she's probably got keen eye, at the very least. All right, let's talk, bud. Let's dish it out a little for a second.
Aw, Baines.
Do you really think I want to have some kind of heart-to-heart right now? Sorry, Corey, but I've got work to do. Save your probing questions for some other time or never. I don't care which.
I don't know how to read the tone on this. I just wanted to have a conversation with you on my own terms instead of one you dragged me into. You know what? If not now, when?
Says the person who ran off yesterday instead of spending time together.
Yeah, to bust a ghost.
If connecting with you is really what you want, you're doing a bad job at it.
Love you, bye.
Don't be weird.
Oh, during the morning. You find Kanika and Avery waiting for you outside. You don't look like you found any new leads. You look back at the striking miners.
This is a substantial choice, and I know it. Yeah, I know. I'm not an arc.
I know. Yep. You're right. You're right. Yeah, there is no good choice here. Absolutely. This plays out bad. This is going to break. This is narking. No, Tabitha is the authority. I'm with the guys in the picket line. Poker Freak. I'm choosing to help the comm man instead of Tabitha. So I guess it's narking on Tabitha,
but she is the authority in this particular. That's how I'm reading it. Anyways, whatever. I'm warning him. A little rat. Thanks for letting us know. We'll have to figure out who he's been talking to. Might help us round up more support. Exactly. I didn't expect you to share something like that. Normally I'm not a fan of snitches, but snitching on snitch seems like fair game to me. Don't worry about Tabitha finding out. Your secret's safe with us. Feels like we've done our due diligence here. What could possibly go wrong? Come on, I'll drive us back to town. We can figure out our next move. Oh my god. I don't think there's a good option. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that option's gonna break bad no matter what. So, yeah. Oh, before you can switch your next move, you start to feel woozy. Spots form at the edges of your vision. Your legs suddenly feel unstable, your body sending you clear signals of exhaustion. And then it passes. Still, it probably won't be long before your body needs a chance to rest. Okay, so this is my last option, right? Basically, I have to do this, and then probably have to get the tea. Right? Does that sound right? It's almost like gain 10 years of age all at once means you can't go running all over the place anymore. Is it 10? I think it's more than 10. Doing more might be bad. Yeah. Won't be long before your body needs a chance to rest. You should plan your next move wisely. You know what? I'm going to do tea. Sure, we can humor her. She's probably going to give you some rocks or bundles of herbs for protecting or something, which might actually work. Who knows? Guess there's only one way to find out. Yes, at least a decade. Yeah, it's not pinned down exactly. It's left ambiguous. I'm under the impression, as a person who's 37, being 10 years older at 47 wouldn't feel great, but I don't think it would be as bad as how they're feeling right now. So I have a feeling it might be more than 10. Yeah, no, let's go talk to Mom, because I have a feeling if we overexert ourselves, something else happens. So we have to listen to our body. All right, let's go. The bells of the general store chime welcomingly as the three of you enter. Kanika, there you are. You were supposed to stay in bed today, remember? I'm 37. I know I'm definitely less capable than I was at 27. Yes, but I don't think I've ever been that exhausted or have gray hairs like run through my hair and stuff. But you know what? Who knows? Anyways. And hello, you two. I hope you're both recovered from last night's fiasco. No, I'm old! Sorry, Mom. It's just that Stella's missing, and Stella can take care of herself. Unlike you. You need bed rest and lots of fluids. You don't need to go running around town spreading that cold of yours. Go on up to bed. I'll be up in a minute with more tea. I thought you had some kind of important thing to talk to Corey about. I'm really feeling okay. I just want to hear what you wanted to say to him. I'll just be doing a tea reading. Haven't those always bored you to tears? Yes. Okay, gonna go lie down. Bye. Is your favorite Minecraft mod Applied Energistics too? Yeah, Poker Freak doesn't like that one. Kanika turns and heads towards the stairs without saying another word. Good thing Kanika has her mom looking out for her. She seems so tired today. You'll probably be able to find Stella without her. I'm so sorry to be a bad host, Avery, but I was hoping Corey and I could do our reading in private. I'm sure Winnie needs help at the diner. You're right. I've totally left her on her own today. Well, fine by me. No one want to mess with your tea vibes. I'm sure those leaves are very particular. But before I go, I did want to ask. There's good ones like Nuclear Craft, Mechanism, and Tinkers. I like Tinkers. Tinkers is like such a... It's like baby's first big mod pack kind of thing. I did want to ask, are you a witch? Avery does not beat around the bush. Well, as flattered as I am to think that you... As flattered as I am that you think that I'm magical, I'm just an old lady who likes tea and has a few unusual hobbies. Like, I'm just saying, doing stuff like reading tea leaves is pretty witchy as far as I'm concerned, but I won't push it. Oh, though, just so you know, if you are a witch, you can totally tell us. We'd be cool about it. I'll leave you to your not supernatural private tea leaf reading. We'll catch up tomorrow, Corey. Avery places a hand on your shoulder. I'll miss you, but duty calls. They make their way out of the general store, disappearing down the street in the direction of the diner. Shall we? Sybil motions towards the tea room. Okay. Please, have a seat. I'll bring you a fresh cup. You take a seat at the small table at the edge of the room. It's dark here, only a sliver of sunlight able to filter through the heavy curtains, supplemented by the bright glow, the bright grow lights over the plants in the corner. This is, interesting. There is a different color palette or treatment done here. It's done more of a painting, like rough paint oil thing. I like it. Goes with the lighting, you see. Sybil joins you at the table and places a cup in front of you. It smells light and citrusy, with an undercurrent of decaying earth. It's the same tea you sampled with Avery at the diner on Tuesday. I'll be able to do a reading once you're done. Until then, how about we just chat? Alright. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the washroom real quick, and then we'll come back to this. So just sit here and enjoy the ambiance. Ugh. All right. So. This music's got some Professor Layton puzzle solving vibes. Camera. Oh, God damn it. Buddy. Hey. Nope.
What's your profanity?
Hold on a second. Click you. Click you. There we go. Unsavory tales of my mom's youth. Go for it. I most certainly did, though I might have been exaggerating a bit for dramatic effect. I'm prone to do that. In a town this size, you get to know everybody, no matter what the age difference might be. Oh. Vivian was a little younger than me, which meant I always had a certain older sister instinct about her. Her family wasn't good to her. Pearline was a lot like your great-grandmother, Edwardine, which is to say, she was not a very kind woman.
Similar to Tabitha, but with more social grace and considerably more hatred for her fellow man. But your mother wasn't a shrinking violet either. She was just as stubborn as any other Scarlet, so her family choosing her as their punching bag made her into quite the rebel. Why were Pearline and my mom raised by Edwardine? What happened to their mom? Their entry into this world was violent, I'm afraid. Their mother was young, too young to be pregnant, especially with twins. She didn't survive the labor. Oh, dang. Yikes. Oh, no. Don't you badmouth Eddie. Just because she clubbed a man to death and left him to rot above a mystical seal doesn't mean she was mean. You know what? You're right, but all of the information I have about her as up to this point does not paint her in a very forgiving light. Okay, what'd you know about Grandma? Excuse me. I'm afraid there isn't much I can tell you. I think there were 2 in that generation. The eldest died when the girls were still children. Edwardine never spoke about them, and nor did your mother. Okay, what happened to all the men? I suppose they just haven't been very noteworthy since Everdeen took over the mines. Boom roasted? Her husband died a long time ago, and to be quite honest, I can't even recall his name. Might have been Stewart or something just as forgettable. We should know that information, shouldn't we? Oh no, we don't know that. The Mystic might know that. Because the Mystic got all the names. From what Vivian said, her father was some teenage fling that ended once our grandmother found out she was pregnant. Yes, okay. Getting little bits of information now. I'm fairly certain it was similar for Vivian, though she was much older and I believe she was the one who ended it. What with skipping town and all. What happened when my mom found out she was pregante? And she came to me for advice. She was distraught. Something useful to note about the Scarlets. The last name is still Scarlet, even though the bloodline's been passed down through the women. That is actually interesting. I didn't think about that. But you're right. Still the best title I've ever seen in a book. Raising a gamer from preggers to poggers. Oh no. Enoch is my first male Scarlet ancestor. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really remember Enoch. It's like she'd been handed a death sentence. Maybe it was the fear from what happened to her own mother, but maybe it was something else. But she seemed convinced that she was in danger. Tabitha had already been born by then, of course, but she was born in wedlock, so I assumed your mother's worries had something to do with religion. Though the Scarlets weren't particularly religious, as far as I knew. By the way, Vivian was, but the way Vivian was the night she came to me, it stuck in my mind. It's always had me wondering what it was about your family that made her panic so much at the thought of having a baby. I'm getting all this information. We're getting the full exposition dump right now. A very good question. It is, yeah. Alright, quit yanking your... No. How'd you end up in Scarlet Hollow? Oh, my family's been in these hills for a long time. That's how I know so much of the local flora. Everything I've learned was handed down from generations of hill folk. There hasn't always been a reliable doctor up here, especially not one most folks could afford. They have to figure out their own medicine. I sip my tea. You take the tea, sipping it delicately. The citrus smell is fleeting, quickly replaced with the earthiness at its core, like you've taken a mouthful of dirt.
The other one is, what the fuck is up with Wayne? Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. The Wayne-shaped entity. The entity currently piloting Wayne. The Wayne car and his driver. But the aftertaste combines the two flavors into something soothing and medicinal, and you find yourself feeling more comfortable, your muscles relaxing for the first time in days. The entity previously known as Wayne. Yes. Like I said, it's now Wayne car and pilot. What's up with all the mystery and ritual? I'll need your tea leaves first. I have pieces of the puzzle, but the tea leaf should help give me the full picture. Okay. Pound it back. You close your eyes and take another sip and then another. It's delightful. The tea is gone. Before you know it, the small cup is empty, save for what's left of rehydrated leaves coating the bottom. And this is when she looks at the cup and looks at you, and her face drops, and everything goes even worse for us. Unless you're mistaken, the tea has also helped with your condition, at least a little bit. You still feel aged and worn, but you're a little less tired, and a little mentally sharper than you were a few minutes ago. Oh, good! I'm glad you found the tea palatable enough to drink. It should do you some good. It's one of my more medicinal blends. Now, on to business. Jijin. Sybil takes the cup from you, staring thoughtfully down at the sludge. Jijin. Oh dear, this doesn't bode well. Jijin. You've got just about every warning that can fit in the bottom of the cup. Cross, kettle, hourglass. All these mean death, misery, difficulty, and the hourglass ties it all together with definite urgency. It's fair to assume that this all has to do with whatever brought the ditchlings. Something is coming. Whether any of us can stop it, I'm not sure. But we may very least be able to figure out what it is. Oh, the slow-mo gasp table, like cup fall table smash thing? Yeah. Yeah. Listen, this isn't a John Woo film. And there's a central figure here. A cat. An enemy lurking in plain sight. An enemy lurking in plain sight. I do like the option that I could just name off all the cats. The actual cats that I have. One person in plain sight right now. Yeah, it's true. Alright, let me just walk through this a little bit. Tabitha feels like she could bring ruin just by trying to do her thing. Like, I don't think she's doing anything necessarily supernatural. I just think, oh yeah, this conversation's gonna be way better with the mystic. Oh my god, you're right. Tabitha could bring ruin just by trying to keep the mind going. I don't think she's doing anything malicious. Wayne apparently wants to keep us safe, which is, I mean, in their own way. Like, Wayne literally told us to, like, piss off. You know, like, don't be here for the next week because things are happening. Now, is that because Wayne is piloting them? Yeah, Wayne was very much get the hell out on day one, but why is the question. What is the motivation? Is it because Wayne knows something bad is coming and just wants the Scarlet Line to be safe? Because I'm pretty sure Wayne is being piloted by one of our dead relatives. That is my presumption at this point. Or is Wayne, or the person piloting Wayne, causing the bad thing? Right? And yeah, and doesn't want us to be here because we might be able to stop it. Or is doing a bad thing and doesn't want us to be here because the bad thing is going to do some horrible shit, but the Scarlet Line survives. You know, something like that. Right? It basically comes down to, is Wayne malignant or not? You could have fed us the ghosts more. Yeah, that's why I think, at the very least, Wayne doesn't want us here because Wayne wants the Scarlet Line to continue. As to the why, yeah. Stella, I don't believe Stella is. I have no reason to suspect Stella of anything, or Kanika, or Oscar. Which one's Reese again? Wait, which one is Reese again? It's not just about the Scarlet Line. Why not? Artist kid. Oh, right. Thank you. Yes. Reese, I'm pretty sure, is a werewolf. Thank you. Yeah. Basement spooky dude. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Reese is a werewolf or something like that. He's a cryptid. He's some kind of cryptid. I don't know what it is, but he's some kind of cryptid. Just poisoned by mom. I mean, it's possible that we're reading way more into it. But given everything else that's spooky in this game, I think Reese has some kind of lycanthropy or other weird thing, and the mom is poisoning him to keep him weak because she knows what'll happen if he gets yeah. We talked about this last time when we actually went through that whole thing with Reese. I'm pretty sure the doc knows what's up with Reese and is purposely poisoning him to keep him in a weakened state so that he can't go and do something very bad. Pastor Daniel is creepy. But I don't think he's a malicious figure. I think he's just weird. And then obviously, yeah, there's Sybil. I don't know, you're not the cat. It'd be a pretty bold move for the cat to be like, here's me reading your tea leaves, telling you literally all of this stuff, right? It's a violation of the medical code of ethics to treat family members. Yes. Yeah, but hey, on the flip side, is she treating him? Is she breaking medical code of ethics? Or just the law? Because is she treating him or poisoning him? Anyways, I was just going to say Wayne. The cat could be Wayne. He follows me wherever I go. I literally did see him at the church. Like, oh, sorry, T3. I have to close the lid so I can pop it for you. There you go. That may be the case, but tea leaves tend to lean more towards into the symbolic side of things. I personally have a hard time believing that Wayne is the cat. You shouldn't trust a word out of that man's mouth, but the cat implies a certain level of two-facedness that I don't think he possesses. You don't have to figure out an answer right away. It often takes time for the mind to connect with the dots. My only other, shot in the dark right now... Oh yeah, Wayne's just, around the corner. My actual cold shot of, if it turns out that this is the case, I'm gonna feel real smart, but if it's not the case, whatever. I have a weird vibe about Avery. You save Scum so you can see all of, the different answers there? There's something about Avery that I don't know what it is. Avery is just too fucking chill about everything that's going on. It doesn't make sense. It is not a reasonable response to all the things that have happened thus far. But I don't know if that's just because, Avery chill as shit, or what? Who was he in The Haunting again? Can you remind me? Was he the Avery? No, Avery, hold on. Avery played the guy locked in the room. Yeah, the entity, the thing we couldn't see, right? Because as the Mystic, I got to see all the names. That's one of the things. But Avery was still an unnamed person, locked away in the tower or whatever it was, right near the end of the vision. So, yeah, that's my put the tinfoil hat on for a second here thing. If Avery turns out to be a bad guy, I won't be shocked. Because, there's just something about this. I like him. I love him as a character. But if they turn out to be a baddie, I won't be shocked. Anyways, just be on guard and keep vigilant that someone close to you isn't to be trusted. We know from the ditchlings that something terrible is coming your way, and it's likely that connecting to some hidden enemy. Perhaps we can try to counteract whatever might be planned for you. Judging by what you told me last night, those stones, carvings, seals, whatever you want to call them, I think it's likely that they have something to do with this. Until the cat reveals itself, it seems your best course of action is to seek those carvings out. Piece together what you can from your visions and arm yourself with information. Now, I do also want to say, I didn't think that about Avery until this episode, because having asked Avery and the keen eye and all that, we've discovered Avery's actually really chill about the whole situation, and that's what's got my mind kind of just looking at the list of suspects and being like, Avery's an unknown entity to me. Have you sensed any others around town? Do you think you might be able to find another? Yes, the door. Oh yes, the door. Give me the door. I want the door. Your thoughts drift to that door yesterday, the one that seemed to draw you in, urging you deeper into the clinic. Door now, yes? Oh, it's 11:45. How long is door going to take me? Actually, Miko, I assume you've played through this. How far am I in this installment right now? I feel like I'm about halfway, but I don't know if that's true. This one seems a lot longer than the other ones. There's a lot more going on in this one. Second half is fucking intense. We might have to come back tomorrow. Okay. Even just remembering it is enough to tug at you, compelling you to return and open it to see what's on the other side. You can find Stella later. Maybe you can even find her there. What's important now is finally seeing what's hidden in the clinic. Yeah, you didn't get all this from the tea leaves. Of course she didn't. She's smart. She knows how to deduce things from the leaves. Of course not. Tea leaves are merely a guide. Sometimes they can help confirm suspicions or fill in where my intuition falls short. Okay, she's mystic and street smart. That's her thing. My family has lived in these hills a long time, as has yours. I know the Scarlets have secrets. I know Vivian was scared for you, but your place in all this is something we have to figure out together. And that's where little tricks like tea leaves come in handy. But we shouldn't digress. Do you know where you might find the next stone? And bad stuff always happens around them. What happens around these stones might not be anywhere close to what happens if we let the danger encroaching on both you and this town act unopposed. The ditchlings are multiplying every day. It's all going to come to a head, and it may just be a question of how prepared you are when it comes. Learning whatever you can could save your life, even if you're faced with more ghosts and ghouls along the way. I think that's all the help I can offer. I hope this conversation's been illuminating, even if just fuck. I was hoping I would be able to then say the thing. Alright. I'll let you know if I find anything. Glad to hear it. I hope all goes well, and I wish you luck. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you again for humoring an old lady and stopping by for a chat. With a small grunt of effort, Sybil gets up from the table, and you're escorted back to the door. And remember, be careful who you put your trust in. According to your tea, the cat's getting ready to pounce. Merely being ready for it might not be enough. Sybil closed the door to the tea room. The bells of its door strangely flat in the stale air, the nearly empty general store. Hey, Miles. How is it going, fellow teen? Hey, is your mom a witch? Would you like to know? I would, yeah. It's totally obvious that she's a witch. You even need me to say it. Cool. Ghost real, just thought you should know. Yeah, I know. I've seen tons of videos of ghosts doing stuff on the internet. I'm not 12. Fuck. Kanika's got a cold, huh? That's what she says. She's been trying to get out of work again. I didn't have anything better to do all week while she sits in her room watching anime. This is the guy in Goku pants. Why don't you two get along? Ask her. She's the one who's always bossing me around. Just because she's older, she thinks she's my mom or something. I have a mom. All right. Cool, 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 cool. See any weird rocks? Yeah. You. He smirks. Clearly, this is a very sick burn, and you should feel bested by his wit. Oh no, the teens, they're after me. So I'm old now, thanks for noticing. Didn't you always look like that? Ugh. See, that's way worse than the other thing. It's a lot of fun seeing how lines are different in people's runs here in day 4 when there's been enough time for the relationship ratings to vary wildly. Yeah, I haven't really tried to play the relationship stuff too hard. Plus, adjustments have been made to the whole relationship system since I've played. Like, I basically played these games as soon as they came out. And so, I've actually missed out on some changes that have been made, even from all the way back to episode 1. So I'm just getting whatever I got now. Alright, check on Kanika. Knock, 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 knock. Mom, I really don't need any more tea. I think I'm just going to lie down for a while. It's possible for Miles to actually really like you. Really? I wonder how. I'm not your mom. Oh, Corey, what's up? I trust Kanika, of the people. Yeah, let me just straighten up. You hear frantic crumpling, clinking, and shuffling as she tidies her room. Okay, come in. Kanika's room is the sort of place that's stuck between the past and the present. Faded stickers from her childhood line her bookshelf, and boxes of packed belongings sit in the corners of the room. The terrarium on her desk catches your eye. To anyone else, it might seem empty, but you easily spot the creature lurking within. I don't usually have people over. Don't judge me too harshly for the state of the place. I don't want a romance, Kanika. Shame? I'm not. Listen, hey, everyone is a cool option. I just don't want to romance Kanika in this one. I've still only got eyes for Stella if I can find her and she isn't like melted or turned into something horrible. You packing? That's all my stuff from college. I never really unpacked. Shame? Hey, y'all are allowed to buy this game and play through it and romance and smooch whomever you choose. You're watching me play? I'm making my choice.
Aw, Baines.
I'm sure we all appreciate vaguely goth woman. I mean, I get the aesthetic appeal. I'm not gonna deny that. Wayne is a romance option? No. 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 Please, no. No. Oh. There's all kinds of problems with that. It seemed like a waste to unload everything. It's not like I'm staying here long term, so I just have to pack up again eventually. I guess I did move back in over a year ago, so those boxes have just been sitting there unopened for a long time. But any day now, I'll load them back in the van and get out of town. Any day now. Still gotta find Stella, and we gotta go to the clinic. Hey, come with me. Or where would we go? Clinic. To the door. I was hoping to see Reese sometime today. Why not if he knows anything about Stella and, make sure he's okay after what happened at dinner. Let's do it. Door. Door. Uh-oh. The two of you make your way back out into the hallway. But before you make it to the stairs, the light turns on, startling both of you. I thought you were going to get some rest, Kanika. You really should get back to bed, or this cold of yours will only get worse. I've still got a lot of energy, but I don't feel like sitting around. I don't think I need to. Of course you do. I know you best, and you just haven't been yourself these past few days. All this running around has been a detriment to your health. Miles and I want to see you healthy. You hold this family together. You shouldn't get between a mother and a daughter. Sybil knows what's best here, and Kanika is more than capable of speaking for herself. Why are you making her confront her mother? You barely know Kanika, and yet you're trying to drive a wedge between her and her family. What? Hold on. What? What? Hold on. This is vaguely frustrating insofar as, why did I get these prompts now and not prior? Yeah, the narrator... Yeah, what's going on here? What the fuck? Oh, I just got chills. Sybil's fucking with us. Oh, this is so cool. And also fucking terrifying. This isn't me. That's why I didn't get these prompts before. If it had been me, I would have read that when I was talking to her. This isn't me. Oh, that's so fucking cool. You remain silent. Kanika sighs. I'm sorry, Mom. I know I've been neglecting the general store, and I let Miles run out the other day, and that was so irresponsible of me. Well, that's all right, Kanika. He could have gotten hurt, but he didn't, and it seems like you learned a valuable lesson from your experience. Now, let's get you to bed. You just need another day to recover, and you can get back to all this town mystery business. Corey, you'll be fine with it until tomorrow. Before you can utter another word, Kanika returns to her room. Sybil's eyes carefully watch you as you leave and make your way back to the main street alone. Yeah, I know. Yeah, cat. That seems way too obvious. It seems... Can't help but notice you're alone. Yeah. Yeah, I had noticed that myself. If only I'd gone to see Oliver. Okay, so a couple things to read there. One, obviously, Sybil did something there. She did some witchy shit. Either the tea made her more suggestible or something like that, or like she literally did some intrusive thought stuff, because those weren't my thoughts. It's very interesting. Second, it seems way too obvious to do the whole cat thing and then her do the whole look there. If anything, I'm reading that not so much as Sybil's the bad guy, but Sybil knows I'm doing dangerous shit and doesn't want her daughter involved. I'm reading that far more as her trying to keep Kanika safe than bring about whatever apocalypse is happening. Anyways, I'm by myself in the clinic. What could go wrong? It isn't long before you find yourself outside of Dr. Kelly's clinic, its secrets enticing you to find a way in. Even at the bottom of the hill, you can already feel the presence. Where's Wayne? Where is he? There he is! I got eyes now. What do you find interesting, Poker Freak? My hypothesis that Sybil's not the big bad, but is actually just protecting family. Oh, I'm all like adrenaline from that interaction, though. It's like a magnet's been fixed to your ribcage, gently tugging you forward, guiding you towards whatever emits that compulsive frequency. The side of the mountain looks really close to the terrace, maybe even close enough to jump. What are the odds that the terrace door is locked? Protecting by mind control is eek. Counterpoint, you use the tools you have available. But yeah, I actually really dig the fact that those were not my thoughts. I find that very cool. And I'm vaguely proud of myself for picking up on it. As soon as you finish your thought about jumping onto a terrace, a dull throb sets into your knees. There's no way you're doing that. I mean, I do actually like I've aged, so just see if Dr. Kelly will give me a checkup. I do like that almost straightforward approach. The most I can say is that currently I don't find any character to be a black and white situation, even the character I hate the most. Yeah, you know, everyone's... I mean, once again, Abby is a fantastic writer. No one is black and white in this game. Everyone's people. Right? Everyone is people, even us. Like, are we a good person? Who knows? I'm playing it like that, but I'm also a nosy fucker who's, you know, digging into everyone's business. Should I be doing that? Does that make me a good person? You know. The palette's not... the palette isn't black and white, it's a bit sepia. Yes, with the occasional red splash. I mean, I do love a street smart. Clinic door? Why would the clinic door even be locked? I mean, it's true. You carefully make your way up the old wooden stairs of the clinic's wraparound porch, avoiding any suspiciously creaky-looking steps. You push the door open slowly, just enough for you to slip in, but not enough to risk any sound from the door's ancient hinges. Ooh, shit! You can see the doc at a desk in some room down the hall. She hasn't noticed you. You shut the door silently, watching her closely. You're in the clinic, free to explore as you please. Well, that's not true. Or rather, there it is. You're free to explore as you please. You can feel that odd sensation again, the nagging pull of whatever it was that wanted you to find it. You've been caught by its gravity, an overwhelming curiosity guiding you around a corner and towards a dark doorway under the stairs. It's been left ajar, as if inviting you to enter. Okay. Nice cropping. I need to fix that camera. I haven't actually used the zoom cam since I've done the replaced the link. The lights click on. You're in the morgue. Oh, good. Is this better? It's a goth bed. He's not a werewolf, but a vampire. I mean, we really shouldn't be drawing such hard lines around these things, you know? He could be any kind of weird spookums. He squints, seemingly unsure whether you're the same person he met yesterday. What are you doing in the morgue? Oh, God. Am I interrupting something? No, I was just practicing, I guess. Sometimes I just come down here to rehearse. Rehearse what? I have to. Rehearse, you say? Good one. His words seem distant to you. The tugging is strong down here. You can almost feel yourself slipping into a trance, and your eyes wander to the back wall of the morgue. You need to see what's back there. Okay. You touch the wall. It feels disappointingly solid, under your palms. Hey, you okay? You feel Reese's hand gently shake your shoulder, and for a moment, the thing on the other side of the wall, on the other side of the blank white wall, loosens its pull on you. You look kind of possessed for a second there. You good? Make him understand. Whoa! MC's cryptid confirmed. I do like, why wall? Need see thing, but wall stand in way? Why come his wall? Some magic shit going on, man, but it's telling me I need to get behind that wall. That seems reasonable. That seems like a good middle ground. I'm wildly uncomfortable with the sound engineering right now, though. Fucking ASMR breathing. Not a fan. Reese glances back at the wall. You're really serious, aren't you? It's probably a bad idea, but if you really need to get in there, I'm pretty sure there's an emergency exit somewhere upstairs. I just need to get the dock out of your hair. Should take 2 seconds. The music and sound of this game is just fucking out of this world. Yeah. No. Okay. I'm gonna keep talking about this game. So far, to me, is a fucking masterpiece. A God Almighty, Satan below, whoever I gotta talk to about this, I want this game to stick the landing. Because I've been thinking about, like the games I've played this year. What's my favorite game of 2022? Blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. Technically, I started this game in 2021, so I don't know if I can qualify it for the list for games in 2022 because it's all one game. It's in multiple acts that I've played in 2022, but like I started in 2021, so I don't know if I can qualify it. And I don't know what criteria. It's my own criteria, so who knows. If I do include this game in my 2022 games, this is my favorite game of 2022. Just hands down. And for so many reasons. It's compelling. The writing is fantastic. The characters are great. The art, the sound, everything about it is so good. It's so good. Anyways, let's ask the wall a question. You need to get in there. I'm pretty sure there's an emergency exit somewhere upstairs. Just need to get the dock out of your hair. Should take 2 seconds. Get the dock out of her hair? Yeah, if I say I'm sick and need something, she'll drop whatever she's doing and do it for me. Surefire way to get out of the house. It's one of the games that's actually inspired you to set up and actually stream for once. Yeah, I can see that. And most of the time it's true, anyway. Use what you got to get what you need. No shame in that. Exactly. Yes, please, axe now? Wow, you were super desperate about this wall. Alright, be right back. He strides past you. His long legs move swiftly. He seems excited. His unusual dour demeanor replaced with an uncharacteristic pep when faced with the prospect of sneaking around and tearing down walls. Hey, are we just gonna gloss over the fact that we're about to commit a number of crimes in addition to the one other crime we already have done, which is coming in here unannounced and unrequested? This is a lot of laws that we're breaking in a very short window. So, buckle up. You hear a soft voice filtering in through the open doorway at the top of the stairs, a hoarse and sickly edge added for effect as he speaks to his mother. Hey, Mom. Does Reese giving you permission make it legal retroactively? No, because it's not his clinic. This house is obviously divided into, like, a home and a business, and the doc would own the business. So Reese giving me permission to knock a hole in the wall is not okay. The only person who could possibly do that would be Doc. And even then, just demoing what looks to be a load-bearing wall is probably not safe or super legal. Anyways, he coughs gently. Reese, I didn't know you were awake. I still feel like shit, but I think I can finally try to keep some juice down. It looks like we're all out, though. The whole, obviously, I meant the B&E specifically. I would still say no because I went into the place of business. I didn't go into their house. You might be able to swing it for I went to the house because Reese invited me or something like that. But I walked into the clinic, which is the business half. Even though Reese is in here, it's not his clinic. Yeah, yeah. I walked into a business. True, but were we in business hours? It would be a tough case. Really? I thought we just picked some up. I've got an errand to run on Main Street anyway. I'll go pick some up, orange juice and some ginger ale too. Oh, that would be awesome. Sorry to ask. I know you're probably busy. That's no problem. Doesn't take long. Don't do anything too strenuous while I'm gone. Just lie in bed until I get back. Thanks, Mom. I'll take it easy. You hear her footsteps move down the hall, and the front door opening and closing. It worked. The theatric rasp has left his voice, excitement rising in its place. Come on, we don't have long until she's back. Don't do any unplanned renovations. As you step out of the morgue, you relax. The extra space between you and the carving has weakened its hold on you, and with it, your desperation to claw your way through the wall and unveil it. One of those emergency fire axes, so it should be pretty obvious wherever it is, though I'm not sure where she'd be keeping it. I'll show you around. Let's try the doc's office first. Oh my god, do we actually have to find it? Oh my god. Why are you introducing these points of failure? Just let me smash a wall. Okay, you make your way to the doorway of her now vacant office. I don't see an axe in here. He's right. A cursory glance reveals nothing but sacks of paper and cabinets of medical supplies. But something on the desk catches your eye, some sort of records, with your family's name on them. Now, stealing medical documents, that is very illegal. See, yeah, I can be street smart to pick up the documents to read later, so I'm not going to burn my time. I'm not going to read the files right now. Will Reese... The question is, will Reese notice me stealing them?
That's illegal.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Ah, fuck it. Stealing medical documents? If my family's gonna keep secrets from me, I better learn what I can. I feel like Reese can appreciate that angle. Totally. It's the only thing you need to. You've got a mystery to solve. I'm not gonna stand in your way. Fuck yeah, Reese! Reese, you're so cool! It's a real shame you're some kind of cryptid. Let's check the medical supply room next. I can imagine a room full of chemicals being a place someone might want to keep an axe. Reese is just ride or die. I think Reese is fucking sick of his mom's shit. I think that's all it is. This has got big fuck you parent energy, and I'm okay with it. Better be careful stealing stuff in here though. That might really get you in trouble. You turn around and leave the office. It's time to move on. Okay. Yes. Let's go do that. There it is. Looks like it needs a key, though. We better not break the glass. I'd rather explain why I had to steal an axe after we've had a chance to use it. Must be a key in here somewhere. Reese stops to listen to something. You can hear it too, but ever so faintly. The sound of footsteps outside. Footsteps outside. Just outside the clinic. A little typo there. Shit. She's back already. The front door to the clinic opens and... The front door to the clinic open and close. Another typo there. The creak of its antique hinges echoing down the hallway. Footsteps start down the hall. She's headed this way. Quick, we gotta hide. I'm not supposed to be in here. He opens the closet door and hurriedly motions you inside. You slip past him, scrunching into the small space as best you can. He attempts to slide in after you. Let him in. You make space and he slips in next to you, closing the door just enough so that you can both still monitor the entrance to the supply room. Dr. Kelly storms in, plastic bag in tow. She takes something out of the bag and places it on the counter. And then she hurries back out, bag rustling as she makes her way back down the hallway. Oh, we better wait a second just in case. Yeah, we wait, yeah. The two of you stand in tense silence, both crammed in the suffocating closet, taking shallow breaths as if she could hear you breathing from the other side of the building. But the footsteps soon return. Dr. Kelly makes her way back towards your hiding place, creaking floorboards broadcasting her location all the way to the hallway just outside your hiding spot. His head swivels suddenly. That was the door to the house. We're in the clear, let's go. The two of you spill out of the closet. So what the fuck did she pick up? What is this? What'd you get from Sybil? This angle you can really see how sunken his cheeks are. Yeah, I noticed that too. Reese is not looking great. Reese quickly and quietly starts pulling out drawers, scanning them for keys. Nah, I gotta know. The strange sprig of fuzzy fruits draws your eye. You step forward and take a closer look. It looks out of place on the steel countertop, its broad 8-pronged leaf already wilting in the unnatural lighting. Your thoughts are interrupted by the jingling of keys. Sweet, found them. And they're color-coded. Too easy. Reese unlocks the cabinet and offers you the fire axe. Here's your axe. He hands you the axe, then pauses, realizing you've been poring over the weird little plant. That's what she took out of the bag, right? That's weird. Does she make her own medicine? She's not a pharmacist. I don't think she's supposed to do that. This is just supposed to be where she stored medicine she orders from the pharmacist over in Brevard. He picks up the plant. Weird little alien fruit. It's gotta be medicinal, right? Wolfsbane? Oh my god, tell me it's Wolfsbane. Does Wolfsbane have 8 pointed little leaf, or a leaf with 8 little points or whatever? All tabbed right now. I don't know if I want to snoop. I think that eats up too much time. Is this a recipe somewhere? Do we have our keys? Let's see what some of these locked drawers have to hide. He starts unlocking drawers. Medical supplies, name brand meds. He pauses at the next drawer. Mysterious unlabeled notebook. This is about me. Stuff in here from when I was like 12. Some kind of diary or medical history, or both, I guess. What the hell is this? Something about another episode. I guess she's just referring to one of my rough nights. Oh, here we go. There's some illustrations. He glances to the strange plant on the countertop. It's that. She uses that to make my medicine. Extract by boiling berries. Great, she doesn't see what the berries are or what she's extracting. Street smarts! Why would... You and Reese jerk your heads around the sound of an opening door. The doctor is in. Shit. That was the door from the house. We gotta run. You follow Reese's instruction, once again starting down to the basement stairs, letting the pull of the stone carving guide you back to the morgue. Dr. Kelly's voice filters down from above. I was right. We did already have juice. It was just in the back of the fridge, but there's no harm in having extra. Reese also has street smarts. Isn't that when you started having medical problems around 12? Yeah, that's after you fell into the lake. Because I think that's what precipitated this or something like that. Or the events, like, that's when you fell down the hill, broke his leg, and I think he ended up falling into Tetanus Lake or whatever. So like, yeah, you don't gotta leave me on that. I'm picking up what you're putting down there. Yeah, it was street smarts. You and Reese both look up. Yeah, Reese has street smarts for sure. Wonder if he notices if you don't have it. That's a good question. So what else would Reese have? What are the options? There's Keen Eye, Street Smarts, Talk to Animals, Mystic, Hot. What are the other two? There's two more. Oh my god, what are they? Bookworm. And... God damn it. Come on, brain. Come on. Fuck. I don't remember. I can check the achievements, actually. Hold on. I said hot, I think. For some reason, I can't view achievements. I click the view achievements button in Steam, and it just doesn't work. I think I have to kill the Steam launcher and reopen it. Anyways. What are you doing in the clinic? I thought I told you to go rest. Oh, I'm just gonna go chill in the morgue. I got my speaker, so if you hear some weird sounds, that's just my music. Oh, I'll be sure to put in earplugs to drown all that industrial clanging you listen to. Hell yeah, Reese listens to industrials. They said the characters don't necessarily have the actual traits. Yeah, well, I have a feeling they do, but they don't. Like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if they had a chart at the end that had, like, their name, their description, and, like, what traits they have. Even if they don't actually have them, like, quote-unquote. Because, like, Pastor can talk to animals. Sybil mystic as fuck. Reese obviously has street smarts. So even though if they're not saying it, I think it's like, it's kind of there. God, I can't remember the last one. Oh, it's gonna bug me. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of you spending time down there. Can't be good for your mental health to hang out in a refrigerator for corpses. Do you at least have a blanket this time? Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just a change of scenery. My room feels too claustrophobic right now. Alright, I'll let you know when it's time for dinner. You hear the door close at the top of the... you hear the door at the top of the stairs. Excuse me, close. And the sound of Reese descending the stairs to join you in the fluorescent lit room below. Hey. Well, now, yes? You know what? I feel like Reese needs to be briefed. Something spooky might happen when we break down the wall. Reese smiles. Good. Feels like I've been missing out lately. Stop asking questions. It's time to see what's on the other side of the wall. Wall, 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 wall. Let's do it. I'd like to do the honors if you don't mind. I've got some confused and angry feelings I'd like to express. Oh, Reese. Buddy. Oh, I love you. Reese takes the axe from you and approaches the wall. Reese manages to cut through the wall with very little effort, unexpected from someone with his frame and condition. But you know his stringy muscles are backed by a mounting fury of what he has, or what's been done to him. That goes a long way. He's also got werewolf strength. Or vampire strength. Is there a whole fucking room back there? Oh my god, there's a whole fucking room back there. He staggers back from the massive hole in the wall and admires his work. Holy shit. The splintered edge frames a dark passage, seemingly cut deep into the side of the cliff, cold seeping from the forgotten passageway into the already frigid morgue. There's a whole fucking hallway back there. Yeah, the house is bigger than we thought, huh? Just a little bit? This is going to be hard to explain later. You know what, Poker Freak? It's interesting you say that because I've thought that too. And I'm kind of wondering where Dr. Kelly's going to land on this. Because on one side, You cut a fucking hole in my wall. On the other side, there's a spooky hallway back there with a big stone tablet thing. I'm hoping the mounting confusion and horror of the haunted hallway is going to override the we put a hole in the wall. Also, as a point of clarification, we didn't do it. Yeah, we're assuming she doesn't know. That's true. Reese put the hole in the wall. So, you know, we are at best an accessory to vandalism. Reese coughs as he takes a better look at what lies beyond the wound in the wall. Oof. Wound in the Wall is a hell of a name for a band. As a father, would you accept that logic from your kids? No. I'm thinking more about the police. I didn't spill the juice. The juice just flowed out of the cup. I didn't spill the juice. My friend came over and spilled the juice. What do you want me to say? There's a whole hallway back there. Thick, stale air leaks from the hole, filling the morgue with an earthy mildew smell. Like the room is slowly filling with dirt. And with the stink of the grave-like room beyond comes an even stronger compulsion. You step forward. Hole, hole, hole. Doc is gonna put the axe through you. No, her werewolf son is gonna overpower her. Don't worry. This is wild. I had no idea any of this was here. An entire hospital wing rotting away for decades behind some flimsy drywall. It's gonna be a whole thing. His voice sounds distant. Your sole focus is finding it. Your feet move without prompting, and you stumble down the hallway towards the far wall, barely registering the antique clutter as you stagger past it. Ooh. Are you okay? You don't respond, and you don't bother to retrieve the axe. The wall is rotten, water damage having eaten away at the wood over the course of unknowable years. The planks nearly reduced to sawdust. You tear into it. There you are, my pretty. Ah, good. Time for visions. Enoch, I thought you weren't going to come. I was worried you'd leave me here forever. You said there's nothing they can do, and they'll never be able to use my legs again. Enoch, what am I going to do? Calm down, Teddy. These doctors don't know what they're talking about. He's gonna fucking murder us! I've been doing my own research, and I found us an alternative. We won't have to worry about anything from here on out, I promise. Oh, good. I went to talk to the witch. Witch?
Nanny the hell?
But that's nonsense. It's alright. It's all sorted. We're taking you home today, and everything will be resolved by this time next week. Yeah, Sybil's family has been around a long time. He said, just spilling water on himself as he was trying to make a slurpy noise. Didn't work at all. Just pretend. Something like that. Everything goes black. Your vision swims back into focus, and it takes a solid second or two to reorient yourself. He made it for you with mine. Thanks, Eno. You're in an unfamiliar bed. Reese leans against the far wall, eyeing you with concern and curiosity. Hellraiser. Hey, I was worried you'd slipped into a coma or something. You tore down a wall like a wild animal, found some weird carving, and collapsed. I think you might have had some kind of seizure. You okay? Okay is an interesting turn of phrase. God, it's 12:30. I need to save. I need to stop soon. Nothing happened? Mountain didn't collapse on us? No ghosts? No, nothing. You just fell down, twitched a little, and then you seemed stable, and it carried you back here. Carried us back here? That was a few hours ago. Ooh. But you have a delicate constitution. What? I wasn't super far or anything. I just picked you up and carried you. I might be sick a lot, but that doesn't mean I'm made of paper. I can still do things normal people can do. I'm sure I'll pay for it later, but I didn't want you to have to pick up that musty hallway. Or wake up in that musty hallway, or the morgue. I had a vision. Like a hallucination? I have those sometimes too. Used to have them a lot as a teen. Huh. Well, it's just weird little things. Like my hands would look wrong, or my neck would seem too long, or the room would feel smaller. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I get sick every 4 weeks. It's so weird. Okay. Yeah, okay. Documents. You should still have them on you. Read through them. Sure enough, you pull out the file containing medical documents about your family. Okay, I want to be able to explore all of these. I'm hoping. I'm going to start with Enoch's. Enoch Scarlet, born September 9th, 1887, died August 20th, 1957, age 68. Cause of death, fall from cliff. I don't want to be pedantic here, but technically the fall didn't kill him. Cause of death would be impact. This one has a coroner's report attached. Organ sustained impact injuries, lacerations to the neck and body consistent with fall from great height. Okay. Cause of death, sleep apnea. Discovered by her daughter Tabitha, Chrysanthemum Scarlet. Jesus. No autopsy performed. Interesting. How about Edwardine? Edwardine Scarlet, born April 9th, 1913, died February 12th, 2003. Sleep apnea or pillow? Indeed. Aged 89, cause of death, heart failure. Signed by her granddaughter, Pearline Scarlet. Pretty normal. Almost made it to 90. Died of a normal old person illness. Quickly flip through a few of the other Scarlets whose names aren't quite as familiar. Theodore Scarlet, born May 24th, 1890. Died 1918. Age 28. Cause of death, crushed in the mine collapse. Okay. Joseph Scarlet, born April 1914. Died June 7, 1944. Lewis Scarlet, born 1920, died June 6, 1944. Huh. Lewis died the day before Joseph. That seems a little odd. Unless they died in the war, I guess. Oh, there it is. Okay. Woo! It all comes back together. Both killed at Normandy in the line of duty. Certificate of fetal death, infant boy, Andrew Charles Scarlett, delivered April 3rd, 1945. Stillbirth, mother Edwardine. Cause of death, complications during birth. No doctor present, home burial. So yeah, there's no doctor present at birth and a home burial. There's some info missing there. Alexandra Scarlett, born July 12th, 1946, died August 20th, 1957, age 9. Missing, presumed dead. Mary Bell Scarlett, born April 3rd, 1947, died October 30th, 1963, age 16. Cause of death, complications during childbirth, signed by her mother, Edwardine Scarlett. Huh. We have a lot of tragedy in our family, I'm noting. So, like, actually, only one person died normal. Hmm. Hmm. Do we make a deal with a witch and then renege on it and now our whole family's cursed? Yeah, my family's got some shit going on here. An old family like yours? I believe it. Hopefully that's all ancient history, though. Hey, Dr. Kelly doesn't know I'm here, right? No. I snuck you back into the house while she was busy in the medical storage room. I gotta go find Stella. That might be a little tricky. The doc is on the warpath up there. I refuse to take my medicine and she's not happy about it. But after I read this, there's no way I'm gonna take anything she gave me. She's been poisoning me for years. Uh-oh. 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 Well. Good news, bad news. We freed Reese from his shackles. Take that how you want it. I went ahead and blocked my door. She can't get down here. Now we just have to wait for her, wait her out. I'm feeling an unstoppable rage now. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm starting to not care. You blocked your door? Of course I did. Put a chair in front of it. It's never failed me before. We don't need her coming down here to finish me off or whatever it is she might do now that I know her treatment plan's been all these years. It gives us time to figure out a plan. That's what I thought. You shouldn't underestimate her. I have these weird memories. I always assumed they were dreams or hallucinations, but now I think she used tranquilizers on me. Other times that I've gotten too unruly for her. I don't know how much of these memories I can trust, but I'm starting to think I should believe my instincts when it comes to the length she's willing to go to keep me under control. We'll wait until she's asleep, then we can just at least get out of the basement and we can figure out what to do from there. Okay. Why would your mom poison you? I don't know. But it's all in here. She never outright says what she's doing. And the recipe she came up with to deal with my flare-ups, whatever she thinks those are, involves that weird plant that was on the counter. I managed to look up the plant she's been using to make my medicine in the internet. It's castor bean. It's used to make rice and... Oh, shit! Oh my god, your mom's been breaking bad on you. Oh no! Your mom is the one who knocks. The thing is, I can't figure out whether she's been trying to kill me slowly or if she just likes keeping me sick enough to keep me dependent on her. Either way, I don't think I've ever had an illness. I think the illness was me growing up and becoming less easy to control. Well, I like how go to the cops. Maybe not the local cops, but cops. Yeah, how are you not dead, my man? I don't know. Maybe it's low enough doses, or maybe I developed a tolerance. That's not how it works. But I think the fact that I feel more and more alive by the minute is enough proof that she was keeping me sick. I don't need solid evidence. Oh boy. Oh shit. Well, I'm gonna say it right now. I really liked castor oil is a common thing too. Yeah, I really liked Reese, and it's a damn shame we're gonna end up having to shoot him dead at some point in the future when he's a terrible wolf man. I'm just gonna say that now. My B. Like I'll own that. I didn't. Yeah. Hey, you know what though? Maybe Reese will be okay. He said, not believing a word of it. All right. We gotta get out of this basement soon. Where would we go? The only person I know who has a car is Kanika, and she's not answering her phone. I don't know anyone else. I don't have any other family to go to. Never even finished high school. When I get out of this house, I don't know how I can make sure I don't wind up right back down here. It's not like this is a horror game or anything. I am not offering for you to stay with me right now. I'm going to go with one step at a time. You can call her my mom. As far as I'm concerned, she's forfeited that title. I don't think I should call her doctor. She's just some woman now. Can't wait for her to be in the rearview mirror for the rest of my life. Your short, very violent life. We'll see if we can wait her out. If she doesn't fall asleep by 10, we'll figure something else out. This one was supposed to be supposedly shatterproof, which she always said was for burglars. Now I assume it's yet another way to keep me boxed in. But we can try and break him anyways. A distraction seems like a good idea. As you can probably tell, I'm getting a little jittery. Ooh. Maybe it's the lack of poison in my veins, in my system for the first time in years. Or the fact that my whole perception of reality has been turned on its head. Probably a combo. Doesn't feel awful, to be honest. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just go with the flow. We're into horror movies. I'm sure you can tell, but it's been so long since I had somebody over to watch one with me. I believe I was showing you. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Let's watch the weird movie. Reese gets the movie set up and joins you on the bed. Let me know if it gets to be too much for you. I'm not a great judge of how other people react to the sort of things I watch, but I definitely don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Corey the player is very uncomfortable because Corey the player has an idea of what could go wrong here. This is a slow burn of a movie, but the dread is managing to build is palpable in the room. Or maybe it's just that's just how it feels down here all the time. With the grisly paintings, lack of lighting, cinderblock walls, and of course, the fact that the woman currently lurking upstairs has been poisoning her son since his teens. Interesting ear shape? Mm-hmm. It's just angles. Miko, don't worry about it. It's just angles. Oh god. We've seen a couple of these directors' other films, and they're all interesting. Though this is probably the best introduction to his work. The way he jump cuts into seemingly unrelated TV show recordings that then wind up tying back into the narrative adds a level of realism and depth to the narrative that I find really engrossing. It's found footage used to its fullest. Uh-oh. It's just angles. It's just angles. I can't believe I'm just able to just do things from here on out, like watch movies with another person. It's just angles, bro. Or talk to people, ever. You can hear the difference in energy now that Reese hasn't had his daily dose of poison. He is uncharacteristically chatty, clearly not used to talking to another person, let alone when he has the energy to carry on a long conversation. I'm not flirting with this man. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we have to get out of the basement. Yeah, let's keep towing that line. That's true. I shouldn't be counting my chickens. We still have to get past the woman upstairs. He tenses, his back straightening, his muscles clenching as he's reminded of the obstacle. Oh no, he's going to... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh! Uh-oh. I have a very bad idea of what's going to transpire. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm not saying nothing. We're just gonna ride this one out. Okay. Hopefully we can just wait her out. If not, he trails off. But his features soften as he once again immerses himself in the film. A man on the screen yells the portents of doom into the camera, trailing off into a wordless scream. The plot is really heating up. I love that there's all these distinct sort of vignettes, like little pockets of horror that affect a small number of people, and only once you start to see how they fit together can you realize some of the fundamental horror about the universe. Oh no! It's meta commentary about the game! Oh boy. And then that horror sees you back. Incredible. Cosmic horror in its truest sense. Reese is becoming very animated. It's probably safe to assume that he's dealing with a lot of extra adrenaline right now, or with his entire reality turning out to be a lie. But he's also talking over the movie. The music has changed. Yeah. This is how I feel, but I don't think this is how how the vibe go. You feeling okay, buddy? I'm just jittery. I've had a really weird day, and I think being down here is making me anxious. I'm all hopped up on adrenaline. Maybe waiting at the dock is a bad idea. The longer we wait, the more likely it is she'll figure out that we're onto her, and it would be too easy for her to lock me up again and be thorough about it this time. There's a knock at the... Well, fucking... Okay. Okay. I'm supposed to go to bed after this. Ugh. Is now a good time to save, or do we play out the scene? No, we gotta play out the scene, right? Alright. Corey, don't get any closer to that thing. It's time to go home. I'm gonna play it tomorrow. Indie games will have to wait. That voice. I know that voice. Is that who's been following you around? Without another word, Wayne starts pounding on the supposedly shatterproof window. Enemies upstairs, enemies outside, we're surrounded. Even if I get out of this house, I won't be safe. You won't be safe. Hey, Reese, buddy, I haven't looked at you in a hot minute. What do you mean? Wayne isn't gonna hurt you? He hasn't hurt anyone. Why did she call you that thing? That seems like a bad thing. I feel like de-escalation. There's no good choices. What do you mean? Wayne isn't gonna hurt you. He hasn't hurt anyone. Yes, he will. He's furious with me. Can't you hear it? But I'm not weak anymore. I can fight back. I don't have to cower in fear from the people that want to hurt me. I can protect both of us, Corey. Uh-oh. Yeah, we gotta go. The window shatters. We gotta go. As Reese tears at his clothes, paint bubbles out from the canvases, his ghoulish fingers peeling themselves out of two-dimensional worlds, invading yours. What is going on? Grab my hand, I'll pull you out. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. This is Reese, but this is bad Reese. Hold on. Uh-oh, we need a voice for this. Where am I? I'm just messing with some dials here. Don't mind me. Maybe down here. Maybe just a touch of that. And maybe just a little. No, maybe this one. Yeah? Yeah. Leave us alone. Uh-oh. In a surge of violence, the change that has been brewing inside Reese finally comes. As it manifests, the broken basement window is sealed off. Wayne along with it. Oh man, part of me is very tempted to do that, but no, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I have to see this out. Now, the question is, do we run away or do we try and talk it down? And Reese likes me. Yes, and if I run away from Reese, it might trigger something weird.
We aren't safe, but I can protect you. I can protect the both of us from the people who want to control us. Oh, I feel strong now. I think I can save us. Stay here. I'll be right back. I just have to deal with the doc.
Hey, look, it's that thing that I thought he was gonna do. He's gonna do. Reese storms up the stairs, leaving you with his smears. You think follow and watch? If I try and warn Dr. Kelly, he's just gonna get... He could turn on me. Right? Because that's just the woman. And so... if I go up and see how things play out, in theory, I might be able to talk him down. One thing is that you probably won't die. I mean, I think I can die. No, well, hold on, Pokemon Freak. Hold on. Because when you launch the game, it gives a thing about go to our site to see the content warnings. Also, you might not be able to save everyone. You might not be able to save yourself. So I actually don't know if that's the case. This might be one of these, like, sudden endings. She also knows what she is and theoretically how to deal with them. Yeah. That reads like there is a bad ending. Yes. There's absolutely a bad ending. It's one of these two. I don't know if I go up, if I follow Reese and see how things play out, I don't know if I can talk him down. If I try and warn Dr. Kelly, I might just put us both into danger. Wait for Reese in the basement seems like a terrible idea. I mean, I could just hang out and just wait and for it all to blow over. There's no golden ending? Oh yeah, no, this is not a game with a clean ending. Absolutely not. A clean ending was never in the cards. Fucking... Fuck. You make your way up to the door that beckoned to you yesterday. All intrigue, now washed away. You know where it leads, and you know what secrets the stone has lurked in the forgotten basement the clinic has to share with you. Now the clinic holds a new horror. Somewhere beyond the narrow hallway leading from the house proper into the doctor's office, there is a monster preparing to do something unthinkable. You grasp the handle and turn. Oh, but you know what? Okay. The doctor might be okay. Maybe. Because she knows what he is. She knows he won't take his meds. So she's got to have some kind of a contingency plan, right? 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 Dr. Kelly emerges from the shadows and levels a firearm in your direction. You instantly notice it's not a proper rifle, but some kind of tranquilizer gun. Ah, woo! Duck! Ma'am? Fucking duck. You do as she says, ducking out of the way. She shoots. The gun isn't very loud. There's only a pop as the projectile leaves the barrel, whizzing through the air. Oh, boy. You turn to see the dart embedded in Reese's chest. He pulls the tranquilizer dart out of his chest, heaving heavy breaths as the drug courses through his system. Hit him again, mother!
You're going to have to try harder than that, you punk. No. How did you...
What is going on?
Oh boy. Oh boy. I feel like someone needs to just take this whole VOD and send it to Abby and her partner. Oh, they'll get a kick out of this.
As if you could hope to stop me, you pathetic waste of flesh.
That's an interesting turn of phrase. Before Wayne takes another step down the stairs, paint flows out between the cracks in the wood. Reese is panic, pulling in a mob of furious smears to hold his enemies in place. The artist darts away, but the artist? Oh, I guess Reese. But the smears continue their work in his absence. Yeah, sorry, that took me a minute to... Dr. Kelly makes her escape down the hallway, and Wayne is overcome, glued in place on the top of the stairs by stiffening globs of paint. Nah. Kelly, she's got the gun. You run forward, braving the onslaught of the smears, dodging them as best you can as you try to see where Dr. Kelly went. The door in front of you is smothered in paint. She's got a safe room? Hey. Dr. Kelly's voice crackles out of some unseen speaker. You, Corey. I'm stuck in the safe room. I can't help you from here, but you can help the both of us. Okay. Yeah. What the hell is your son, ma'am? I think that's a fair ask. I wish I knew. He was fine until he hit puberty. Everyone said raising a teen was going to be a bitch, but they didn't know the half of it. I need you to get to the medical storage room. I'll give you further instructions when you're there. Okay. You turn back around and head to the medical storage room. I'm here? Great. Now listen to me. I need you to use the black taped key to get into the cabinet and bring me the elephant tranquilizers. It's a bottle labeled carfentanil. Bear tranquilizer's clearly going to cut anymore. Hey, buddy. How's it going?
An intercom system, huh, Doc? Good. You should hear this. Corey, you don't have to do anything she says. I'm not gonna hurt anybody else. Just her. If I don't, you and I both know she's just gonna shoot me full of elephant tranquilizers. Did I hear that right? And shove me back down to that basement, or maybe someplace even worse, and keep killing me every day for the rest of my miserable existence. I feel amazing right now. Better than I felt in my life. I'm not dangerous. She's just scared because she knows she has to finally pay for what she's taken from me.
I'm so glad we're... Oops, sorry. Also on the thing. I'm so glad we're old and feeble. Yeah. Yeah, what is he? I don't know what this creature is. Oh, on one hand, Reese's existence was hell. On the other hand, his new existence is hell. Yes, but it's an externalized hell rather than an internalized one. I'm not gonna help you kill someone, Reese.
Why not? She wasn't afraid I might die. Does she know those tranquilizers aren't gonna kill me? Does she care?
Trust me, Reese. I've always been careful with your medication. I want you to live. I love you.
Tell yourself whatever lies you have to, Mom. If you wanted a good relationship, you had your chance. You decided to convince me I was dying instead of just letting me exist. Don't try and spin it like some kind of crime of passion now that the consequences are staring you in the face.
Oh no, look, it's the consequences of our actions.
Enough!
Please tell me Wayne just bitch slapped him. Reese cries out in pain.
Ah, what the hell did you do to my shoulder?
You can see, for the briefest instance, something coming out of Wayne's sleeve. Just a flash of pale yellow, then it's gone, slithering back into Wayne's clothes.
I'll handle it. Try to get somewhere safe until then.
The two stagger off down the hallway. He had a hand on Reese's shoulder in the previous pic. Yeah.
Quick, grab the whoop, no, wrong person, haha.
Quick, grab the tranquilizers and head to the safe room. Okay. You do as she says. The tranquilizers are easy to find, marked with a small square of black tape to match the key. She's certainly an organized woman. Hey, are we just rocketing to the end of the game or the end of the episode? Or is there more? Okay, to the safe room. You make your way out of the medical storage room and back to the hallway where Dr. Kelly disappeared. As you approach, Dr. Kelly heaves open the door, slowly breaking apart the mass of paint sealing it shut. Hurry. I don't think I can keep it open for long. You slip past her into the safe room. She shuts the door quickly, though one of the little smears manages to slip past her. She stomps on it. Painted viscera splatters across the cement floor. It sounds like Reese and your friend are still fighting. We probably have a few minutes before he gets here. It's very artistic. Yep. I don't need to ask what this room is. It's a safe room. We got it. Either to lock him in or to lock you in. Let's talk Reese. Yeah, I bet you have some questions. Go ahead, I have nothing left to hide. What'd you find out? A little after you hit puberty. You had all the usual changes, then a few extra. Thickened nails, sharp teeth, elfish ears. I figured you might have some kind of genetic disorder. Had him checked out a few specialists, but there was nothing obviously wrong with him. Then we had an argument, and he changed right in front of me. It was nothing like what he is now, just a couple inches of facial abnormalities. Enough to be noticeable. Is to lock yourself in. It is an impenetrable room. How that room is going to be used? I was scared he could see that, and he stopped. I thought it was a one-off or maybe a hallucination, but the second time it wasn't as subtle. It didn't go away as easy. That's when I knew for sure that this was something beyond my realm of expertise. How'd you know what he was? How'd you not know? I've been medicating him since he was 12. We only had 3 incidents like this before, maybe 4, depending on what counts. This is the worst one by far. Changeling? I don't know what he is. He doesn't seem to understand at first that he looks different, and I just make sure to stay on top of his dosages so he rarely ever does. But I'm preparing for this inevitability. He's an adult now. There's only so much I can do to control him. Why'd you start poisoning him? Can we stop calling it poison? Yes, it's poison, but the act of me giving him poison was not me poisoning him. I was medicating his illness. It started when he was around 15. I've been giving increasingly high doses of Klonopin, but his body kept adapting and his symptoms would come back, especially if we ever fought. I couldn't keep ordering all those drugs. It was already suspicious, and I could risk losing my license, especially if anyone ever found out what I was using them for. Someone approached me with a solution. I took it. Was it Sybil? And I've been dealing with the emotional mental consequence of that decision ever since. Who approached you and what did they say? I don't want to talk about that woman. But screw it. I might touch an eye. Sure, I'll tell you. Mother fucker. I'm gonna have some words with Sybil. I'm gonna have some fucking words with Sybil. Oh boy, am I gonna have some words with her, assuming I live. What is he? First I thought he was some kind of werewolf. But if he is, he doesn't follow any kind of full moon rules or anything. Silver doesn't do shit to him, and you've seen what he looks like. It's just weird. I almost wish I could examine him while he's fully transformed. It'd be fascinating to know what happens to him, or how his body does it. He seems pretty hellbent on ripping my throat out, so I guess I'll have to remain a mystery. Is his dad similar? A strange little smile creeps onto Dr. Kelly's face. Wish I knew. Reese just kinda happened. I wasn't seeing anyone and just woke up pregnant one day. I know how impossible that sounds. I'm a doctor, for Christ's sake. I kept having these weird dreams, almost like sleep paralysis episodes. romantic sleep paralysis episodes. They're actually kind of sweet, but they were just dreams. No, he wasn't Jesus. He was just... Oh boy. And then all of a sudden my period stopped. I got morning sickness, and roughly 9 months later, he's a fucking incubus baby? Yeah. Something like that. The relationship between you seems difficult. Yeah, you could say that. He was such a cute kid. When I found out I was pregnant, I was terrified. Didn't know I'd be ready. But he made me love being a mom. It's not like I was going to be sunshine and roses forever, no matter what. You know, kids grow up and they change, sometimes for the worst. This is part of being a mom too. Doing what you can, make sure the child you brought into the world isn't going to go around eating people. How'd you know he was dangerous? Well, he wants to murder me, so that's clue number 1. It's not like he's usually a violent kid, he's mostly just sad, but every now and then we butt heads, and this usually when this side of him comes out. Imagine if this happens anytime he gets frustrated with anybody. Imagine he gets road rage one day, turns into a 12-foot tall monster with a million teeth, and rips somebody apart in the middle of a major metropolitan area. Yeah, he's dangerous. He's been kind to me. Yeah, and Ted Bundy was kind to people he picked up off the side of the road, then he slaughtered them. He's a really sweet kid most of the time, but he can't let that overshadow the violence he's capable of. Alright. So what's the game plan? Well, I pump him full of elephant tranquilizers, then I lock him in here, then somehow convince him to see things from my perspective. Yeah, that'll go well. Then we all live happily ever after.
That's illegal.
So you're just gonna lock him away again. Yeah, it's either that or he dies. God knows I don't want that to be the case, but you gotta work with what you've been given, and what I've been given is an ethical dilemma with no good outcomes. Just have to decide which is the lesser evil. I mean, I get it. Alright, any other secrets you're keeping? You have it all. You have no idea how relieved I am to finally say all that shit out loud. Alright, what's this room? Old x-ray room. Lead walls. After I realized the whole situation was a possibility. I had the door reinforced with some special remote-controlled locks. Glad it could finally come in handy. Okay, now we wait. The sound of distant breaking glass cuts through the silence of the clinic outside the safe room. Oh, shit. Might be game time. Dr. Kelly opens the door. The two of you stare out into the hallway. Yeah, Reese, you got a little something
Nanny the hell?
everywhere.
Is this what you were so afraid of?
Hand over the tranquilizers. This is our shot. Yes, 100%. I'm sorry, Reese, buddy. I don't think holding his hand would have stopped this. Why did we do that for? Yeah, I don't know why the tranks weren't preloaded. I'm gonna be honest. I guess so that we can have this moment. But, like... yeah, that gun should have been loaded. You hand Dr. Kelly the tranquilizer darts. Dr. Kelly quickly loads them into her gun, leveling the barrel at her son. Whoop! Well, that worked. Whew, thank God. Dr. Kelly sighs heavily, staring down at the warped figure of her son. I can drag him into the safe room on my own. I'll meet you at the front when I'm done. Okay. You return to the entrance of the clinic. Everything is quiet now. Only streaks of paint where Reese's minions had once rolled out of the cracks of the wood, or roiled. Okay. I hope you understand that this needs to stay between us. I don't care how much you feel like you need to share with what just happened with other people. The more people know about this, the more trouble it is for me, and for him. I don't need any more well-intentioned escape plans. At this point, like I said before, I was hoping that it was Reese's fault. There's a magic stone in your basement. I just thought you should know. Also, we busted a hole in your wall. I'm sorry. Okay, thanks for the heads up, I guess. Can I come visit him? As long as you don't bring anyone else along. Yes, that would probably be good for him. I can't promise he'll want to see you or that you won't have some harsh words if he does, but I don't want him to be entirely isolated. I think he'll let any of his friends in on this? She heaves a sigh. I'll have to think about it. We'd run the risk of one of them trying to break him out, but if he's stuck in the windowless room with no internet and no friends, that's a one-way ticket to insanity. And I'd have an insane monster on my hands. Stella in particular would be a problem. That girl never knows how to mind her own business or follow other people's rules, and she'd have absolutely no fear of what might happen if he was cut loose. Kanika, I might consider. She's got a bit of a bleeding heart and pretty inflexible morals, which could be a problem. What happened to Wayne? Indeed. On the other hand, I don't know how well she could keep a secret, and if Stella found out, then Kanika would probably be convinced to do a jailbreak and then blow up my face. The fucked up bus guy at the start of the game is based on a real person Tony and Abby got stuck at a bus station with. I can 100% believe that. That guy read way too real to me. You can probably tell I put a lot of thought into this. It's the same calculation I've been doing for years, debating whether or not I could fully upfront with any of them, instead of just pushing them away and hoping they didn't notice what was really going on. Maybe I'll get him a kitten or something. Like they did for Coco the gorilla. Might as well give him a tire swing while I'm at it. Some enrichment for his enclosure. I hate that I have to do this to him. I feel guilty about this. Yeah, join the club. But he was bound to figure it out sooner or later. I'm just glad there was an extra pair of hands around. It could have gone a lot worse. As much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I've got to get to work. Got to clean this place up best I can before tomorrow. You should probably get home. It's dark. I'm sure your cousin's worried about you. Hugs? I feel like this is a hug. You put your arms out for a hug. No. See you later. She firmly escorts you to the door. It closes behind you. The night is oddly warm compared to the chill of the day. Crickets sing quietly in the sleepy little neighborhood. Everything that happened in the clinic feels almost like a dream. Now that it's over, you realize how little it meshes with your understanding of the world. Hard pass on the hug. Hey, I respect it. We offered. We put it there. She didn't want to take it. It's fair. I want to knock on Sybil's fucking door. Oh, hey, Wayne.
It's time for you to get home.
He appears as if out of nowhere, clothes streaked with what first looks like blood and gore, but quickly realize is paint. Evidence of his altercation with Reese.
I'll walk you.
I want info.
Shall we?
Wayne walks just ahead of you in near complete silence. This is what I was hoping for. Did you know Reese was like that? Okay, I'm putting a timeout on the voice. This is gonna be way too much of that voice, and it's not gonna be legible. I knew he was different. How exactly, I wasn't sure, but now I know. I thought you wouldn't be to stay at the state. Aren't you gonna lecture me? Save now and come back tomorrow. Is there more? I feel like this is the end of the episode. Hey Miko, is this the end of the episode, or do I have a lot more coming? It is 1:13. I really do need to, like... This is the end? Okay, fine. Let's just power through and I'll suffer. You were free to make your own decisions, and those decisions have been made. 1 day per episode? The cycle must not be unbroken. I know that something pulls at you, and I know that now you cannot stop until your task is finished. I'll keep you safe while you do what you must. You can see a little more of his face under there. Why are you following me around? Because you're special. Why?
You simply are. Do you not feel the ties that bind us? They're unbreakable.
Did you do something to Stella?
I didn't have to. She didn't have it in her to stand by your side. Remember that if you find her. She won't be there if you need her. You don't need to keep coming up with new topics of conversation to fill the silence. You're tired. It's been a long night. You should rest.
It's possible to find her? Where was she? Out of curiosity, Miko. Because, I was tired. I literally couldn't check everywhere. I had to make a call. And so I chose to, drink tea. Well, it's either the diner or Oliver. Those are the only two places. Those are the only two places I didn't get to. Wayne remains silent for the rest. Might find her in the other playthrough. Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's fine. Miko, I'm going to be playing this again tomorrow with my other character. Or my other save. So if you don't find her in that one, then you can tell me.
I'm sure we'll see each other tomorrow. You should try and spend some time in that old building before you head to town. Tabitha won't be around. Too busy at the mines. Forbidden places won't be forbidden without her there to stop you, and you might be surprised at what you find. Until then, sleep well.
Okay. The estate feels empty, wind howling through its abandoned halls, the very foundations creaking beneath you. Your cousin must have already gone to bed. Okay. Exhausted beyond belief, you stumble into your room and collapse onto the bed. The damp smell of the mattress is starting to become almost welcoming, a sign that the now daily horrors of Scarlet Hollow are finally behind you, at least until the sun inevitably rises once again. You close your eyes, your exhausted body succumbing to sleep almost immediately. As you drift off, you think of Reese, trapped in that tiny windowless room, all his greatest fears realized, his body no longer his own. But you stopped him from killing Dr. Kelly. The world, at least for now, is protected from him. And then you think of nothing. Holy moly. This is the end of episode 4. Okay. If you'd like to continue with the world state in episode 5, we'll save game. Okay, we save game. Boop. Oh my god. I love how there's a Wayne plushie, which I've missed the deadline on. Alright. Holy monkeys. Okay, well. It's rather grisly if you don't stop him. Yeah. I mean, I think that was the right choice, but boy, does it still feel bad. He eats her? Oh, good. That's cool. And then what? And then he's just cool? And then you're buds forever. Yep. That really does seem like a ride or die situation. Okay, well, okay. That went longer than I expected to, but I also did do like a half-hour recap because it's been 8 months since I played the game. So tomorrow we can skip that and we can get along with things better. Yeah. I still don't think Sybil's the big bad. But her family's involved, and she doesn't want us knowing that. That's why she kept Kanika out of everything. And why she... Yeah. She brain blocked us. So. I don't think she's the big bad, but there's something there. I'm really hoping Tea Time with Mystic goes way better. She's doing mental whammy? Yeah. Oh, hey. It's not cool what she's doing. But I don't think her intentions are necessarily the worst. But, yeah. Anyways. It's 1:18. I should have been in bed a long time ago. So I'm going to suffer tomorrow. But, for right now, that's going to do it for me tonight. I will be back tomorrow, quite frankly, with more Scarlet Hollow. I'm not waiting a whole week. We're going to do this again tomorrow with my other build. And we can probably just skim through some of the choices a little bit faster, or anything that isn't, you know, new information. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be interesting. Tea time with Sybil, gonna be interesting. Talking to the priest, gonna be interesting. I think I'm still gonna try and talk down. I'm hoping we find Stella tomorrow as well, because I'll be young and full of vigor. But anyways, that is going to do it for me tonight. So, as always, thank you, of course, for watching. Until next time, stay safe, have fun, be kind, and try your best out there. Good night.